Show detailed connection settings and signal strength.
Wi-Fi settings. Identity. What's up, Ali D? Settings. Forget. Settings. Apply. Now we're in there. That should be way better now. All right, sorry for the delay, gang. We were just getting our connection set up for a better output. It does seem that we actually have that fixed. And it looks like our connection is good tonight. Boom, we will launch ESO Trade Center. Go ahead and get connected to the server. Discord detected a new audio device name, simultaneous output, built-in HDMI, and G. Switch to device. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Emotional damage.
So everybody, sorry for the long wait time for the start. We have been discussing the guild that we've created for PvP, and we have decided to go ahead and get a Discord channel going, which will be the Halfway Way channel. Welcome to the
Hello,
Discord channel.
princess.
Your voice is on live stream and it can be heard.
Nah,
Absolutely can.
dude, I still can't believe that.
Still can't what?
I still can't believe that we got a hit out on us.
Trust me, I know how it feels. I may not be good, but they target me just because I do the zone general thing.
Yeah.
It's all part of the game, and because you were getting mad kills, that's why you got targeted. I would much rather have been targeted for what you were doing, but I feel like this holds just as much weight,
Yeah, like I don't blame them. I would want to target myself too, but
right?
still it's really funny.
Yeah. What skill did she have you using?
I'm gonna have to double check.
Like the healing. So like it was a healing negate, wasn't it? But I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I have a mag sword build for vengeance, and I was very seriously debating on whether or not to build this mag sword to be more hybridized for when we're
Mm-hmm.
smaller grouped, and actually using the buffs from uh, stamina and using the mag
Yeah.
skills completely. But and that was a stamina skill, right? It was in the soldier class. I remember exactly. I don't remember the name, but I remember where she said it was.
I think it was Mag.
And it's kind of expensive, but how long does it last? 20 seconds?
I didn't check. It lasts for a while. Like they can cleanse it, I think, but like I can just re-debuff them.
Yeah, and it's really good. It would be really good to proc if you could sustain yourself for a while and have them run out of
Yeah.
resources. So like putting a couple of burst heals and a couple of heals over time, along with a very cheap, spammable, and a very heavy hitting yet somewhat cheaper skill for actual damage. Uh, weaving it in with a light attack, spammable light attack, heavy hit, and then also
Yeah.
keeping your dots procced while off throwing them off from each other. I wouldn't stack them on at the same time, but I'd have one on both bars along with a burst heal on both bars. That way you can proc one, rotate the bar, use your spammable, proc the hot, switch back a buff, right? That way then proc
Mm-hmm.
your hot again, rotate back, then proc your burst heal again, throwing that on them when they run out of resources.
I just don't have the sustain. Like I can hit hard and I can debuff them to hell, but they don't. I can't really like heal myself all that well.
Right. So what?
So
Something that the people that we fought yesterday,
mm-hmm.
the two dudes that we just couldn't kill whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're running. The dude's a Sork, right? He's not running
Mm-hmm.
what I thought. Like I thought he was running a Nightblade for the Invis. Dude's a
Yeah.
Sork. The actual
Yeah.
meta for Vengeance is running two heal over times, one burst heal, Daedric Curse, Entropy, and the resto back bar. So your hots your heal over time would be regeneration and vigor, whatever your class
Kind of
buff,
hard.
huh?
Kind of hard for them to do heal over time when I'm just sapping their heal.
Right, exactly. But the fact that it's so expensive is going to make that hard to run, and you could essentially use the opposite of what it costs as your attack buffer. You see what I'm saying? So like that would be your pool. That would be considered a buff or a debuff. So you could use those pools for buffing, debuffing, and you could burst with the opposite. So if it's Magicka, you could uh, you could buff and nerf, or buff and debuff them, buff yourself and debuff them with Magicka, and then just smack the
Yeah.
dog shit out of them with stamina.
I mean, I
Good.
can't really smack anything. That's up to you guys. I can debuff them, but that's pretty much all I can do.
Yeah, you were getting some kills though.
Oh yeah.
You was in there working them.
Mostly with cold fire.
I don't know. I seen you when they were on that porch earlier. Now you was putting in work though. In all honesty, I think you're a
Yeah.
great player. I'll be honest. You're a good player.
Aw, thank you. I'm still not used to PvP, but I am getting better, I feel like. But I'm just more focused about having fun with you guys. It's been a blast.
For sure. That's my number one goal is to have fun and to help others get better. Because
Yeah.
I have fun helping people in real life. That's what I like to do. I've had people tell me you should worry about yourself. So when someone is happy, when someone's happiness is based upon other people's happiness and helping them get to that if you can, how does one worry about himself when helping others is how he worries about himself, or she for that matter?
Literally. Yeah, like I get it. I have a giver personality. I will help anybody when I can because it makes me happy to do so, you know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And to me, that's not only a curse but a blessing because I smile when I see other people doing better than what they were the other day or what they are yesterday. I smile when I see people progress, or when they seem happy and when they seem like their life is coming together. It makes them happy. And if I was able to
Yeah.
help them get there, that's even better for me because I
Ah,
feel good about
there you
doing
are.
that.
I have been
Uh,
expecting
Now,
you.
Yeah,
saying
for
that,
sure.
you may not hear me brag hardly ever about any of the things I've done to help people, but I will say that it's probably one of the reasons I'm still in my situation. The reason I say it's a curse is because I don't know when to not do that or how to determine if I'm able to. I would rather just give until I'm out.
Yeah, I feel that.
But because of that, I've found that if I can help people in ESO, they're happy because they're playing. I'm happy because they're happy because they're playing, and if I can help them get better, that happens to make people happy too, getting better at something specific. So with that being said, if I can get better, then I can help them get better.
Yeah. Like I'm more than happy to help people like with gold or like with crafting stuff or anything really that they need. I I don't mind that. I just mind when people like don't really like they kind of shit on me afterwards or like kind of
Mm,
don't return the favor or when I actually need something because it's rare
yep.
when I do need something. When I do need it, it's just like I don't get any help whatsoever. But I try not to like complain. It's just like, oh, it happens. But I'm just more at the end of the day, as long as I can help somebody, I'm fine with that.
And so with saying that, I understand. I've been in situations where I've helped people, they wouldn't reciprocate, knowing that they could, or whatever the case may be, and where they've ended up doing me dirty, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that sense. And when I help them, I'm not expecting that, but in
Yeah.
the sense of if you're able to and you are far enough along where you can sacrifice enough to help and it's not going to hurt, and you don't at least pay it forward to someone else, that's when I've realized that helping you is no longer the right thing to do. So I'm still working on adjusting to that thought because I still have a habit of helping those, even though they would not help me when I've needed it and they were able.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of help because I don't want to see anybody doing bad. It sucks.
Ex- exactly. And like I know that I've come from like a privileged background. I can recognize that and I realize I have a lot of opportunities and stuff throughout my life that many people don't get to have. So if I can make them happy by like, buying them a soda or giving them like a million gold in a game or whatever, then I'm happy to do so. But and like I don't expect anybody to help me in return, but when I do need help, like it'd be nice to get help, but I don't really expect it.
Exactly, exactly. It just like I don't think anybody ever expects something in return when we do it initially, but when we get
Yeah,
to a
I like
point
I
where
don't
we look
want
back,
yeah,
it's human nature to be like, well, I help them. They should be willing to if they can help me. That's human nature, regardless
like
if
when
we
I give
go ahead.
yeah, like when I give people stuff in the moment, I don't want them to have to worry about paying me back. I don't want them to like, be like, "Oh yeah, now I owe you." No, I gave this to you as a gift because I like you as a person and I just want to help out even if I don't like you as a person. Like, if you're a complete stranger and if you're just like, I'm missing like 1,000 gold for upgrading my stuff or whatever. I'll give you that. No questions asked. I like it. I like helping people. I don't want people to feel like they owe me.
Right, exactly, exactly. And you may not. Oh, but that's the thing though. Someone that you've helped should be willing. unless you specifically said you don't owe me, just pay it forward. They should be
Yeah.
somebody like if you've helped me with something, even though you're not expecting that back, I should be more than willing to help you unless specifically stated you don't owe me, pay it forward. So the
Yeah.
debt then belongs to a person I feel in deserving of that help. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like if you help me and even though you don't expect it, technically you deserve to be helped back if I'm able to. Whether it's not wrong or right, it's just what it is. Even though you may not be expecting it,
Assist the
anybody
Legion
that you
and
help
repay
should be willing
work
to
in
help
the
you in
present
return
time.
unless you
Right to the
specifically
wheel.
stated that's not what it's for. You know what I mean? Now, if even if it's you stated it's not what it's for, if you're in help, you may not even ask. If you're like me, you won't ask for help,
Yeah.
but they should be willing to help you if they hear you say, "Damn, I wish I had." If they've got it, they should help. If they don't have it,
Yeah.
though, that's different, I guess. But I have a
Yeah,
weird
like
way of
I
looking at things.
no, I get it. Like if you don't have the means to help, it really does suck, but there's nothing that you can really do.
Right,
Like I could be like, "Damn, I wish I had $1 million." I'm not expecting you to become a millionaire overnight, you know?
right. But there is the alternative to that. Somebody that you care about could say, "I wish I had $1 million." Well, you're probably thinking the same thing. So why don't we team up and make it happen?
Yeah.
There's that too. That's kind of where my mindset goes with everything. Find
Yeah.
someone that you feel like you can trust. They say they would like $1 million. You damn sure probably want $1 million. Who's going to complain about splitting that in half?
And then we could both rob a bank together.
Allegedly. Remember that.
Allegedly.
In a sense, if you hit the jackpot, you in essence legally robbed the bank. You well maybe in the streets we like to call it breaking the bank. We filled the bank up. We got the bag.
Yeah.
But again, I don't live like that no more. So, but I keep some of their terminology or some of the terminology from those days. Like,
Yeah.
listen, Nova said the cost of living in this area is almost unlivably or unlivable. It's sad. It is. It is.
It is.
But in on the other side of that devil's advocate, trust me, I sleep in a tent, Nova, so I understand that the cost of living is unreasonable these days. However, they're also on devil's advocate. Some people just get comfortable in a situation where they're making the bare minimum, if that makes sense. So
Mhm.
like motivation to be better and to get to a more comfortable living situation. A lot of people don't have that drive as well. So me and you, we just stated, and we both agree that the cost of living in this area is unlivable. So how do we make that easier? People like me and you, we stream hoping might be able to make a buck to entertain people. It's probably not for the buck, but if it does that in the long run, it's helpful. But that's some people don't have that drive to do that extra thing. Like me, when I stream for because I like playing ESO, and people can watch, and if they happen to like it enough to, I mean, and make or to throw tips or help me along the way, then that's a bonus, not the reason why. Like I'm hoping most streamers don't stream for money. Exactly, we have to help each other and support each other and help each
Mhm.
other get better. I agree with that. I knew there was a reason I liked you, Nova. Like for me, when I started, I had a lot of help. Everybody or every move I've made with my channel has came from people like all the push moves. So like let's see, and have fun doing something you love. Exactly, that's what it's about. My dad used to tell me if you find something you enjoy as a job, you will never really work a day in your life. I really never understood that until one day it hit me. Okay, well, everything that you get paid for is in essence a job. But if you enjoy doing it, it's not really work. It's a hobby that pays you. Very wise words. Like for me, I really enjoy cybersecurity stuff. So even though that would be my job and going to that job is going to work, but I'm not working because it's something I enjoy and would do as a hobby for free as well. But absolutely 100% the cost of living is virtually unlivable for anything smaller than I think in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's $18 an hour almost, and you will live somewhat uncomfortably. And in some states, it's higher than that. Like Florida, in certain areas, is definitely higher. Of course, there are some places that are lower and easier to live, but those places have less jobs and less opportunities as well. Exactly. It's uh, it's almost as though people are trying, or it's almost as, which I guess it makes sense in a larger populated area. There's going to be more opportunity for a startup to grow or what have you. Whereas if you start a small business in an area where there's not much market for that, it's probably not going to grow. So in larger cities, you're going to have a better success rate with being able to comp the customers because you have a better chance of being seen. So it makes sense. It makes sense, but it's definitely devastating and hard. It just means that you have to put in the extra work. But how are you tonight, Nova? On a happier note,
Everyone expects a healer to be compassionate, even if we're not.
did Zenny go to sleep?
Yeah, Zen went to bed.
Okay, so I was going to invite her, but I figured she had work tomorrow.
She does.
You can.
Oh,
I
what
hate my
did you
phone.
want me for?
Um, well, are you about to go to sleep as well, or do you want a PvP, or do you want to do something else? It is Monster Madness or Monster Mash Monday.
I don't really know. I'm just kind of hanging around in my house.
Oh, speaking of houses, are you hanging around or designing?
Um, semi-designing.
Semi-designing.
I've, yeah, I've been working on this one for a bit.
So I did promise Osanu that I would go check out his house. He said it was his main, and I have a bad memory, and it's because you mentioned the house, so thank you for mentioning. Uh,
No
it
problem.
reminded me to go check him out.
Yeah, go check out the house.
That's fine, Nova. You're more than welcome to lurk anytime you would like. I appreciate the support you give. You've been a great support. Sorry that I can't sit around and view more often. I have a during the day I have to switch locations, and usually when I sign off, I have to switch locations pretty roughly quick. So I get off at 8:30. I have to be out of there by 9. So and it's usually just riding the bus. so I do apologize for not sticking around more often. Hey, he kind of did a good job on this house, considering like the vibe he's going for. It looks like just your standard livable, co- comfy. Can't even get the word out
COVID.
right. Yeah, comfy, cozy living. I see. I've never actually been in this house, but once or twice, and it's always been someone else's house. So I'm not sure if he's changed the furniture around or not. But if he changed it around, he did an excellent job. Seems like he's going for your standard home design, comfy living area. Have you ever seen Osunu's house?
No.
He's got the the snow globe.
Uh,
It's pretty nice. It's definitely more organized than mine is. I mean, this in all actuality, this house looks like people live here. Mine looks like someone wanted it to be a museum and forgot to put stuff in rows. Yeah, it looks really good in here. You should check it out sometime.
I can check it out on your stream.
Okay. Because as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to figure out exactly what content, being that it's Monster Monday, that usually happens. So I figure what I'm going to do is during the daytime, the Monster Monday part, or Monster Mash Madness Monday. What should we call that? Out of those four words, what should it actually be called?
I mean, Monster Monday sounds pretty tight in itself.
Does Monster Mash Monday roll off better than Monster Monday, or because it was originally just supposed to be Monster Monday, but then I added the mash, and then I thought Madness. They all start with M's, so I feel like I was going
I
too
think,
far.
yeah, I think like the less that you have, the better it rolls off the tongue.
I feel like that's about the equivalent, 100%. But I also feel like the Monster Mash wouldn't work. But I feel like if I was to use this three, I feel like exactly how you feel. Monster Monday is something short, something people can remember. But I feel like Monster Mash Monday wouldn't work if I was to use three, but the Madness would work. Monster Madness Monday would work if you was to use the three. I
Either
w-
Monster Monday or Monster Madness would work, honestly.
the mash don't sound as good as any of them, does it?
The mash just reminds me of of Halloween.
Or the song Monster Mash?
Yeah, Monster Mash is the song, and there's actually a mini event in Fallout 76 called Monster Mash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, copyright infringement.
Just that it's just whenever I hear Monster Madness, I'm expected to go into a high school.
High school Halloween themed dance with haunted house.
Yeah, the event in Fallout is you go into a high school and you put on a mask and you have to go around and fight enemies and pick up candy from candy bowls. It's really fun. It's a PvP
Hmm.
event too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like this a similar thing, but even though it's not using specifically candy, but that sounds like something similar to what they did in RuneScape on Halloween.
Hmm.
Like they have a PvP event in Halloween, at least if my memory serves correct, back in the classic or the RuneScape original, before the
Yeah.
original RuneScape was considered old school. for the new graphics that look worse than the old.
Yeah.
All right, let me know if you've made it in the stream, and I'll give you this super fast.
I've already seen it. I've been watching.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
You got the armory station right there.
Mm.
You got guard dogs. It's the first time I've. He's got some cool ass pups though. Like I don't know where he got those from.
Those are from the zero the tome season 0. They were the max rewards.
Oh, for the paid version, for the like the.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't have the paid version.
Yeah, they had 2 of them. They had 3 technically. They had a night and a day one, and then they had one that changes depending on the time of day.
Yeah, yeah. He told me he was his. That's a rideable pet, ain't it?
Yeah.
Or a rideable mount, not a pet.
Yeah.
And they changed like a moon wolf or a sun wolf.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool reward.
Yeah, it is.
I think he's the only person I've ever seen with it.
I've got it. I just don't really use it.
It might have been. Was it you that mentioned it or him?
I think he did first.
I'm not sure because I thought after I said that I was thinking, am I sure it was really him that mentioned it? But I feel like it was. But anyways, that's because I'm confused and I have a bad memory.
You're all good.
What's up, Frankel? And then so down here he's got like a bedroom. Looks as like that's the parents and then the kids over here, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
And then that's not the painting I thought it was. There's a couple of paintings that are worth a shit ton of gold in ESO right now that I would love to find.
I need to add like something to that. That's annoying.
What is it?
I'm working on one of my houses, and I keep falling, and it's like a pain to get out of the area that I fall in.
Can I come see?
Yeah.
Did I invite you to group or no?
You did. I just didn't. There you go.
And so I invited you because I didn't know if you wanted to go to PvP. That was where my question was going. I normally ask.
Yeah.
I travel to player. For some reason, that last one didn't work. It was cool. I seen somebody I know while I was getting on the bus, and one of them, there was 2 people there. One was just there waiting on the bus. The other guy I knew, but we all started talking. One of them gave me a lighter because my lighter was running out. The other one said, "Do you want to trade that for a vape?" And I was like, "Bro, do you care?" He said, "No." I was like, "Yes," because I'd prefer a vape than cigarettes. So he gave me a vape that still had fluid in it. That's awesome.
Your stream is frozen, my dear.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why my computer does that a lot. Thank you for letting me know.
No problem.
I think it's where I have to go through a video capture card.
Mm-hmm.
It's strangely odd though that it does it. I find it very
Yeah,
intriguing.
your camera is also. Yeah, there you go.
I have to do some research on why that would do that. All right,
Never
now
mind.
that that's fixed,
There you go.
You got a
It's a
theme
pain
for
in
this
the
one?
butt. Yeah, this is from my Arcanist. She's a Hermaeus Mora cultist, obviously.
Mhm.
But this is like her research and lab area. This is a pain to manually do all this.
What? You loaded all the books there?
Yeah, I spiraled the bookcases there.
I see.
Yeah,
I bet that was a pain.
it was.
And you spent a shit ton of
And
gold buying those or making them
I,
regardless.
I did. I did.
Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, ESO's billionaire.
Not yet. Trying to.
Close, huh?
Y-
You can't be but a
Yeah,
couple
you can use
100,000
this.
or more away.
Oh no, I'm like halfway there.
You can use what?
You can use this. It gives you a cool effect. Not
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That is pretty cool. It's kind of like the
yeah,
Infinite Archive thing.
it is. But downstairs, I manually put the entire floor here.
Oh crap, I fell.
That's what I keep falling in.
I apologize for deactivating.
You're all good. But yeah, if you can look, you can see I manually put all this floor down.
Oh wow.
There was nothing there before.
So it just led to your death.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I added all these rooms too because there's nothing here.
So it's just
This is
void.
her kitchen. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, some of the housing creators in the game are super, super good at
Oh
this
yeah.
stuff. Very creative. You happen to fall in. Are you part of the ESO housing guild? I
I
forgot
am
which one
not.
what it's called, but it's like the one that pretty much they base their housing tours off of. I'm
Oh,
assuming that's where it came from.
EHT?
What is it?
EHT?
ESO's housing club or whatever.
I know. I'm not in any housing guild. They make me kind of sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Because everybody's so talented and I feel like a scrub.
I mean, but look at this. You made a town, yo.
Oh, this isn't a town.
I know, but I'm saying you made a town. You showed me the town the other day. I won't spoil it for
Yeah.
nobody. But you could definitely be in those.
Nah.
You're better
just
than
a
some of
little
the
guy.
people I've seen on the ESO tours.
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely are.
Oh, this is their like forbidden library. This is where they keep all their stuff that they don't want to see. This is hold on. Let me get this out of here. This is the Volunrune thing I told you about. Look at how bright this is.
Oh, that is kind of bright. Holy crap, it's bright above it.
Yeah. This thing is insane.
Do you have the housing editor add-on?
EHT I have.
I think that's the one I have, EHT.
Yeah,
Or
I
decor.
don't. Yeah, I don't actually use it to like line up anything. I do everything by hand because I'm stubborn like that. I use it mostly for portals.
I get that. I
Yeah.
have the add-on, but since I've downloaded it, I've not had a chance to use it because I haven't edited houses.
Yeah. Here's all of our forbidden books and knowledge. All these are readable too.
That's what I was doing. That's why I was trying to line up.
Yeah.
People in chat, the number one thing I can recommend while building your character, while you're just doing some questing, is read everything. You can unlock skill lines, level up skill lines. It's just very positive. It will definitely rank up skills in the long run of skills that you may not normally would have opened for a character. That way they're available for use or leveling up skill lines. Every time you find a book that you've never found based on a skill line, it will give you a level in that skill line.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, I meant to shut it.
And you're all good.
I'll shut this one. I wasn't born in a barn.
This is my friend who roleplays with me's room.
Okay. Alchemy Station, that's pretty good touch. Pretty cool touch, I mean.
Yeah, both of our characters are kind of like experiments in Hermes Mora's realm.
Yeah.
They are completely clinical. They don't really understand like human interactions. They're trying to learn. They're more sciencey than anything.
Timberwolf says, burning the midnight oil there, bud.
Hey
LOL.
Timber,
Hey, Thorn.
how you doing, Timber?
Hey, Timberwolf. First of all, I don't know if you heard her, but I think you did because I fixed the sound setting before I logged on completely. And second, did you get he said he just got home. Did you get the invite for the new channel that we're using on Discord? I don't know if you've been in there yet. I don't know if you were, because I remember you said you had to be offline the other day, and I hadn't seen you since, but I don't remember if I had gotten you into the new channel yet or not.
Here's the garden. I put everything down here too.
Yeah, that's crazy awesome.
I'm just happy I got this freaking horse.
How do you get that?
You have to do the infinite archives and get 50 of the ink things that you get for defeating the Thoat replicarum.
Okay.
I
don't think I even know what that is.
Yeah, it's like the end boss for all of the arcs. So you have like 3 mini bosses and the Thoat.
The one that's in the center ring or the small arena like thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I do know what you're talking about then.
Yeah. I added this little porch
Balcony.
because yeah. I thought it was a nice touch.
It
You can
is.
see all of Apocrypha.
It has a lot of Infinite Archive feel.
Yeah, I tried to. The big thing I like to do is I like to make all of my shrubbery match. And it's really hard to do that in Apocrypha because they don't really have anything.
Right. They don't have any like furnishings from Apocrypha for the most part.
Like all of these are like from Apocrypha, but they don't like Apocrypha itself doesn't really have any like greens or shrubbery. It's all weird tentacle and centipede things.
Yes, and their shrubbery is more like weeds and overgrown. But you did a good job with these. You did a great job with these.
Thank
It actually
you.
looks
I
like
did
they're
try.
plants and they belong and not just wild and growing.
Yeah.
You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Very uniformed.
That's pretty much it. The top floor is like a little RP room and like a place to change like my skills and stuff.
Is that open for the public or?
Yeah.
Do you want to show me?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I take a high interest in housing. I don't really do it myself. I missed the door.
You did. Here. I'll stand in front of it for you.
I found it.
Yeah.
I remember that it was directly in front of the
yeah.
The garden or the garden pond and the horses. Just a couple. I promised Osunu that I would visit his, and then I've seen one of hers already, and it 100% piqued my interest when she told me she was in here kind of working on one. But because of the one that I seen was very, very detailed and awesome, it was pretty cool. So I was like, I gotta see this one.
Thank you. Here's another little library.
Did this one come with the books already on the wall, or?
Yes and no. Some of them, like I've put like this one down, as you can see. Like I do cut off rooms that are too big
Yeah.
to save on furnishings.
Are any of these readable? Yep.
Yeah,
Crap, I extinguished on accident. I thought that was a readable
it's
book.
okay. I think that one is. Yeah, it is. It's just the target is a little weird.
Basically, first person mode.
Yeah.
I tell you what I thought was cool. One of the rooms downstairs had a book that the pages actually flipped. That was very cool. I've never
Yeah,
seen that one.
I have some of them like that one.
You said if y'all like music boxes, I have my museum in the home tours. Shall we go check Timber's
Oh yeah.
museum out?
Yeah, sure. This one's I don't really have much else in here. Just this is my little crafting area over here.
Here I come to save the day.
I have a lot of books.
Is there anything else
There's
upstairs or?
there's like a little balcony up there, but I didn't really do anything. My friend wants me to put a portal up there, but I'm not sure how to really do that without like using an EHT one, so I'm just kind of like messing around with it. I have a room for a Xander though.
Always
That's this little corner.
Xander.
Yeah.
The tome speaks to us, you know. Not with words. At least not for me.
That's pretty cool
That would be
that he says
quite
that the
interesting.
tome speaks with
But
us.
it certainly communicates.
Like he
Shifting-
Yeah.
like his words are matching this specific area.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure that's about like a Sheogorath thing, ain't it?
It's he's an arcanist too, so
Oh, then
it's
it makes
about
sense that he
Hermanos.
says that. Yeah, it's definitely about this area,
Yeah.
about Apocrypha
This is
and
my this is my little sad attempt at a portal.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just supposed to walk into it and then it works, or is it not connected to anything yet?
Oh, this isn't connected to anything. This isn't like an actual portal. I just made it to kind of emulate a
Resemble
portal.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You did really good. It looks like a portal. It almost gives me the
Thank
vibe
you.
of what's that show where they walk through the portal to go it's not time travel. They're traveling through different like different realities or whatever.
Yeah.
Stargate. It reminds me. It almost gives me a Stargate vibe to a
Yeah.
degree.
Thank you. Right, your thing is in the home tours, Timber? Let's see.
So how do I do the home tours?
There's a thing for it under Activity Finder.
Okay, I see. Home tours, browse homes,
And,
and then
yours
tags
the
is
Allen
quantum leap.
Lockhart.
What tag do you use?
You can look him up by his username. Is it just Timberwolf?
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you exactly how to spell his name. Social. Was I in the right guild? Oh yeah, he's not in this guild. He's on my friends list. I feel
no.
stupid. Yeah, it's Timberwolf JC.
Let's see. Confirm. Yep. Museum of Music Boxes.
TIMBR, WLF, JC. Confirm. Museum of Music. Yeah, there it is. He said it's not my primary. So before I
Ooh,
go,
I like the little
go ahead.
desk. Oh, I'm just saying, I like the little desk here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I
Like
miss
little
roasting
check-in.
pupil
Yeah.
squibs over a fire. So sweet and
So Timber, before I start my Roman tour and stuff, what is the vibe you're going for? Like a museum vibe, or you're going for like an actual house, motel possibly, or what's the vibe you're going for? The theme.
Oh, whoa.
He said wherever you like. No, I mean like what was it looks like a museum. So I'm assuming the vibe of the house is museum vibe. Like that's what you were going for. You wanted it to resemble a museum itself.
You got some of the music boxes that I don't have, so now I get to listen to them.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I didn't know they made music boxes in this game.
Oh yeah, I had one playing while you were in my tower.
He said the vibe was just what hit him to do one day. I think this is pretty cool, man. I'm assuming some of these
is.
are collectibles, some of these are made. Like some of these you get from like quest lines possibly, or rewards of some kind for some of the older.
There's only
Go ahead.
There's only one that you can get from a quest line, and it's this one, the Merry Mead Maker.
This one here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to close the ones I opened. I just went through and opened a bunch of them.
Some of them you can get from the Crown Store, like a majority of them, but there are others that you can only get with antiquities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a really impressive
You've got
collection.
a great collection. So my question is, are any of these purchased with crowns in like some of the furnishing crowns, or are all of these like antiquity rewards, things like that?
a friend of mine, Hyacinth.
Tan Lauren looks like the matron, the tour guide. That's pretty cool. Next party,
I'm going through
please.
this in first person.
I'm gonna mock your actions here.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this is actually really, really cool. This is the hall of, I know what I'm doing in ESO. I know what I want and I know what my goal is.
Oh, poor Hildegard's bugged again. This is what I was talking about. She gets stuck in this pose.
And so the crazy part is it almost looks like she's a statue or a wax statue.
Yeah.
Most are crown stored, some are antiquities, one or two are quest rewards.
And I know you can go outside through here.
I found the upper deck door.
Oh, you did.
So I have a question. I'm confused on the amount of storage coffers you can have. I was told by one person that you were allowed to have 4 of the regulars and 4 of the fortifieds, or the storage coffers you can have 4 in the storage chest. They're 2 different sizes. One does 30 and one does 60, if I'm not mistaken. But then I've heard another thing where someone said you can have 4 from each location or each possible area to get them. So like 4 of them are crown purchases, 4 of them can be got with Telvar, and there are other ways to obtain them too. Rip vouchers, Telvar stones, crown store purchases. Is which one is it true that you can have 4 from every way you can purchase them, or is it only 4 of each type?
It's only 4 of each type. Also, there's a terrace that you can go out upstairs.
Where I was just at, or
Yeah, the other room.
I missed the whole room then, didn't I?
Yeah. Not that one, the other one.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one?
Yep. Just go out.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow. So that delve that I was talking about the other day that I thought you were talking about looks identical to this. It's like a little town that has this feel to it
Yeah.
that was like overrun by Daedra and pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Malmer, if I'm not mistaken. I have these lights. This specific light here.
Mm-hmm.
How do you switch what you're looking at? Anyways, the light that's shining out of here. I have those, or I have 4 of those lights, and they were given to you out of the first Tamriel Tomes rewards on the base rewards. Uh, those lights are awesome. The way he's got it set, and it kind of looks like somebody got a TV projector.
Yeah, this is a like a museum thing that you can do. So like there's a quest in Elsewhere
Huh?
that you have to repair this mural, and this becomes a like one of those gallery ones that you can put in all of your houses. So you only get one, but you all of your characters can use it. Like all your houses get that same one, you
So it's
know.
kind of like a service, like the storage
Yeah.
coffers can be in all your houses.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think they've come. I think ESO's in game is specifically like so as when it comes to like World of Warcraft. My memory of World of Warcraft is character progression at any level has worthwhile rewards toward progressing the character itself. ESO,
Yeah.
however, has a cap of progression in the sense of 160. You can get any armor and access any content.
Yeah, like
Uh,
not ESO. WoW is making more of their content count wide because they realize that like one person who has like 20 alts can't keep doing the same thing over and over to get the same thing over and over.
exactly,
But they're
exactly.
really behind on that.
But so what I mean is like so let's use ESO's leveling progression CP, for example.
Mm-hmm.
In ESO, when you get to 160, everything is now accessible. There is no
Yeah.
level stop, uh, which means the rewards in the sense of that scale stop at 160. So all the armor is now accessible. Everything. There's no really progression to access better armor based on level after 160. However,
Yeah.
CP and housing and you know character look, what is it called? Costumes or whatever. What's it called
Mm-hmm.
when you dress your character up? But yeah, so fashion, housing, and
Yeah.
CP are the in-game in ESO. But aside from that,
Yeah.
there's really no reward for character level progression. Whereas with WoW, their in-game content is specifically catered toward better access or better armor access. So there's actual real rewards for character leveling after the quote unquote max level because some as you level up you still have reward for character access. You see what I'm saying?
See, yeah, see, I like the fact that WoW has like new goalposts, but I don't like the fact that it's like every couple months you have to basically start over because once you get to the max level, like everything in WoW is end game content. If you are leveling, you aren't playing the game, you're leveling. You have to get to the max level to do anything in that game. If you want to do the story, max level. If you want to get to, do the raids and like the dungeons, max level. Like you
Yeah, because
can do
content
the
gets
current
harder and harder.
yeah, but the problem is nobody's doing old content in that game. Nobody likes to do old
Because
content
it's
in that
become
game.
so easy at this that point.
Yeah, like, and plus it takes a long time to level. Like the character cap is like 90, I think, right now.
Hmm.
80 or 90. And you have to level from level 1 to level 90. It used to be 120 and that took like 4 to 5 days just to get there.
Oh
If
wow.
you were like power leveling like I was.
And
It
see,
takes longer.
that's where people different. That's where WoW is going to continue to also excel as well because of that fact that you have to continue to level up to be able to get to the level to where you can actually beat the content. That's their fan base is more worried about level or character leveling and progression because their leveling
My
rewards or the access to that content is based on it gets harder as it releases. So like new content's release, if you're not
mhm.
at the point where you can beat that content, you're not going to have a good time. It's not going to be successful. Whereas
my
ESO will get to 160, and you're in game at that point.
Yeah, like I prefer ESO over WoW just for the fact that you are constantly replacing your gear. Like every time a new raid comes out, all
Hmm.
of the gear that like it's RNG heavy too. So all of the gear that you probably spent like, 2 or 3 months trying to get, you just have to throw it away now. It's irrelevant.
Or
You have to
yeah,
get
to deconstruct it because of the sticker book. And
no, we don't have a sticker book in WoW. That's the
well, that's
thing.
what I mean in ESO.
Yeah.
It's the same here. Like the meta changes, but the gear's not released as heavy as WoW.
No.
So like for
Would you
me,
like to
go ahead.
I was gonna say, would you like to see a spite house I made?
Sure, we'll make this the last tour. Well,
Yeah.
actually, after that one, I want to show you my very first house that I decorated. Because
Yeah.
and I'm getting ready to tear it completely down. So you're lucky that it's still actually. Well, so be advised that it is a lucky time that I haven't had a moment to deconstruct the interior. So let me know when you're ready,
This,
and then I'll be there.
yeah, I'm here. This
Okay.
is actually the first house that I decorated too.
Oh wow.
So the story behind this one is that I had joined ESO right
Hmm.
after they released the Hercine's house, and Hercine is my favorite Daedra. And I wanted a house like with a forest, specifically because I found out that because I main werewolf, and I wanted the house for the werewolf thing specifically. And I tried to contact ESO and be like, hey, can you just take the crowns out of my account and give me the house? And they said no. So I made a forest out of spite.
Oh wow.
Like
So hold
this
on.
thing.
Give me that explanation one more time so I can make sure I fully understood that.
So you know how this house is like a frozen lake?
I've never been in this house.
Well, the house in the loading screen that you saw, it's
Hmm.
like a frozen lake. That's what the house is supposed to look like.
Okay.
I made a forest.
So basically, hey, I don't really like you telling me what my house is supposed to look like, so I'm changing it.
Yeah, it was me going, "Hey, I'm mad I missed out on the Hercine house, so I'll make my own
Her
Hercine
seeing how,
house."
yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. That makes perfect sense. Basically
Yeah.
saying, damn it, you didn't keep it long enough. My turn.
Yep.
Beat me. Beat me at it. Timberwolf, I would like to tell you that I am 100% amazed, and I would like to tell you you did a very excellent job in your museum.
Indeed. But see, I put literally everything down if you go into the housing editor.
Oh wow, literally everything. Hey, I
You
think it's
can
pretty
go
cool that the
into
snow
the
can be removed. That's pretty cool.
yeah, you can go into the yurts and everything.
To the what? Oh, the
The
huts.
little tents. Yeah.
They're called what? You call them the yurks?
Yurt. Yurt.
I wonder what that means. I wonder why they use that term.
I don't know.
Is it a real life term? I wonder what a yurt really
I
is.
think so. Also, this building, I made this entire building by scratch.
It's like the bathhouse kind of maybe, or the cookhouse.
This is the longhouse. This is where like my theme is like this is for my Reach roleplay, so they just kind of found this house and took it over.
Reach roleplay. That's the roleplay guild you're in.
Yeah, like they do it like the Reachmen from in Markarth.
Okay, Reach, the
All
song
the
Reach. I was confused for a second.
yeah, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I fix that corner, but
Which corner?
there's a corner up there that I need to fix.
Say less. I will not have you divulge because I'm on stream.
Yeah.
I'm always a curious person by nature,
Oh,
so
you're all
I'm
good.
always like, where is it? Because this is your houses have always been perfect, and I'll be honest, you locked me in.
I did, haha.
You got me. I'm in jail. You do really good at your houses.
Thank you.
I believe that no matter how good you are at houses, the fact that you noticed a flaw means that you're actually doing them yourself, which to me shows that, and the fact that you didn't want me to see the flaw actually means that you are human and acknowledge that we could be better everywhere. Everybody could always do better the next day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your houses are perfect. I would never have even thought that you had one.
Oh no, they are not.
They are all perfect.
Thank you. There's our little witch hut that you're in.
Yeah, and I thought that this. I didn't know which the vibe was, but it reminded me kind of like spooky, witch doctorish,
Yeah.
like not voodoo, but voodoo, witch doctor,
Yeah.
hoodoo,
Like
not
most of these
voodoo.
are just like they're just for like the clansmen. This is like more of the healing hut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is more the witch doctor slash medicine woman,
Yeah.
herbal
And we have
herbal
little hot
healing.
springs here.
Bathhouse,
Yeah.
private
We got
time.
our little baths there, and then we have like a little steam hut over here.
You know what they should make for in ESO for these? They should make
Mm,
one of those ladles, one of those hot
they
or
should.
hot cold things that have the waters beside it that you use to make steam,
Yes.
like the
I
natural
agree.
steam rooms.
Mhm.
That would be pretty cool.
It would. And here's our little ritual place.
Target is that that is a little bitty monster to have such a high ass health bar.
I know, right?
Can I run a DPS test?
Yeah, sure.
Like that's the same height as the I don't have my wrong equipment. That's pretty
You
funny.
can, yeah.
Orders Wrath. Orders Wrath. I finally enchanted my Inferno staff.
Oh, nice.
It had been unenchanted the whole time.
That is silly.
Timberwolf agrees with my statement about you doing a very good job on your houses.
Thank you. I really liked your house timber too. Like, I love the whole museum thing.
XML. enchant. I got my enchantments in there in my bank, so I won't worry about that too much. Nope, I don't want to do shock resist either because that just makes me resistant. Another thing that I think ESO could have done better on, your spell damage covers all spell damage, fire, electricity, ice.
Yeah.
Your resistance falls under it's the same way. I think they could have done better at giving you some identity with kind of like the old like Oblivion and Skyrim. They really went deep into if you wanted to focus into those.
Yeah. I feel like they have to kind of simplify things for MMOs, though.
Yeah, especially in PvP kind of areas because of all the
Yeah.
mathematical equations that already have to be done.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Crap. Let me try that again. Where's my, that's vitality, inventory. Let me get my potions out. So these vitality potion grants minor effects of increasing your healing received and see, I don't need those for this. Major sorcery. What I got should be fine.
I have way too many houses, Timber. That's how many I have.
I only have like 4. I have a couple. So I started off using the small $3,000 like staple homes to be able to travel for free because I didn't have the gold. So I figured if I buy enough of the staple homes, then I could travel 100% for free. And then I have the night market house, which is my main home at this point. And then I have one other one that I purchased. That was a crappy DPS push.
It'd be easier to tell you how many houses I don't have, which is 19.
You have all but 19 houses.
Yes.
That's nuts.
I don't decorate all of them, that's the thing. Like, I have a few that I've decorated for roleplay, but the rest of them I mainly have them for, like, eventual projects, or like, hey, this is a nice place to port for free.
Yeah, I can't get my rotation down. I'm not feeling
Yeah.
the DPS test tonight.
You're all good.
I think it's
I
where you're
used to
watching me.
have
I'm nervous.
I used to have a like, I still have the arena house, but I used to have like a whole trial thing set up in there. Because the arena house has like traps and stuff, so I would put the traps on and it
Yeah.
would force me to move, because a lot of people who do their like rotations in like trial dummy things, they all stand still for it. And like, of course, you get the best CPS when you're standing still
Yeah, but
and
you're
you're
not
not
getting
moving.
an actual feel.
Exactly. So that's why I had all of my setup in my arena house, because you have all the traps in there and it forces you to move.
Timber says I have. That's about how many he's missing. Last count was 65 or 66 total houses so far.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go look at one last house before we get into content. Collections, housing. So, of course, my first house was Mars Kiss because it's Ardon, which is Aldemary Dominion, and I actually
Hmm.
did decorate that, but it was just like a bed in there and my what's the place where you change your build, the armory.
Yeah, the armory. Yeah.
And then I bought Saint Delwyn Penthouse. No, I did not buy Delwyn Penthouse next. I bought the next one I got was the classic home for Autumn's Gate.
Hmm.
And I've actually taken some of the furnishings already out of there, but not many at all. Like I actually put a pretty substantial deal of effort into this house. Uh, of course, it was only like in within a couple of hours one night, but I really put my effort into it. And then over the next couple of days after the initial decoration, I spent like 20 minutes each night making some edits. I didn't really add too much more into it, but this was all around the Jester's Festival, and I used
Huh.
mostly Jester's Festival decorations. I'm ready. Okay. So
Yep.
I was like, since this is my first quote unquote nice home that I purchased, I added
Hmm.
my first mounts here, and then I traded
Oh, that's
my
cool.
first mount, one of my first mounts for this one because I
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah. You do
And
ride on this often.
it was so I actually only have three total mounts on my random rotation. So, and then of course all of these like flag banner looking things slash curtains,
Yeah.
they're all from the Jester's Festival. Uh, this hanging wreath is actually upside
Hmm.
down, and then of course that is my that's the Dawnlight Rift that I was talking about,
Yeah.
and then that's my Mawlog Ball plaque from one of the dungeons. I actually decorated the inner of the coming through like with coming in the door,
Hmm.
and this is all of in
Ooh,
order my my first dungeons beat on easy mode in here. And then
that's cool.
after that, I decided to no longer do easy content because I'll unlock them even on that. I'll even get those rewards too.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I had so many carpets. I was like, you know what? You shouldn't be able to see the floor with all the rugs I have. And
Oh yeah,
so,
you should do the thing for the free for the free house and elsewhere.
yeah,
Yeah, you get a free house. It's like the night market house, to where you can add tablets to open up other rooms in the house.
okay.
But it is a free house once you do the quest line there.
I'll definitely have to get into that one then. Uh,
Yeah.
Me telling you that I understood the struggles of adding books, you'll
Oh
notice
yeah.
that most of those books did not come on this shelf.
Nope. I see all of that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get it.
Mhm.
And then I was like, you know what? I need a bedroom and bathroom. So I added this little pearl thing. There's actually a pearl on here if you look
Oh
in the
yeah.
sink. So I kind of made that like my
Neat.
clamshell. Then there's the
I like
bed.
that.
This was the very first furnishing I got, the kitten Muppet. It was worth a
Aw.
very large penny at the time that I got it, and I think I've been
Mhm.
thinking of debating on selling it. Uh, I still have more books that I need to put on this shelf, but I decided I got to went against it after I started streaming and haven't done it yet. And then, of
Yeah.
course, in here is my makeup room, I guess you would say.
Your powder room.
Yeah. So I can sit on the stool, or I can,
That's cool.
of course, this is not ever acting right because it's set into the wall for some reason.
Yeah.
So I've been working with trying to fix this specifically because it always bugs out.
Yeah.
But usually you can, use the, I think it's the chair that does it. Crap, how do I undo? I forgot what the redo, undo. Ah, crap. That should be fine. Yep, it
Yeah.
looks like I had it. But yeah, at one point this was actually 100% usable. It wasn't bugged. But this house
Yeah.
I've noticed has a very large tendency to bug out. Or that specific spot. And I think it's where I've got the rod going into the wood to kind of section it off.
Maybe. Maybe. Like I know that that specifically, like the armory station is finicky when it comes to its hitboxes.
Mm-hmm. And anything will get in the way of it. I think there's a whole bunch of small ones around it, is what I feel like it is.
Yeah.
And then this was actually supposed to be on the roof and turned. And then I think I got bored and decided I didn't want to work on it no more.
That's fair. But this is cool.
Thank you. I actually put a lot of effort into it because why is it not letting me move it back and forth?
Surface drag off.
There it is. Thank you.
No problem.
There we go. No, that's not it.
Yeah. The armory house guest also does the same thing as the armory station.
Really?
Yeah.
A little more. But if you look on the fireplace behind the bottom banner, you'll notice that there's fish staying warm to eat.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Like I really put some thought into this one. There's a book beside the plant, nice little reading area.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna put a like skull trophy kind of thing on the top of the shelf that I made out of the what's it called? The kelp shelf. I flipped it upside down to make it look more homey.
I need to see if I still have furnishings in that house. But this is cool, and I like your little house.
I made it because I remembered in like Oblivion, you could actually go to like inns and stuff and go to sleep to like time travel or whatever
Yeah, to
to
progress
speed up
time
time.
and save.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, And then I remember the place that you just got in the Apocrypha. It reminds me the way you've got it built. It reminds me of the Mage's Tower. I don't know if you ever played Oblivion, but one of the DLCs was a house. So let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull up on my stream. I'm gonna pull up a website and see if I can see pictures of the Oblivion Mage's Tower DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mage's Tower, Wizard's Tower.
I think I might have gutted this house. I'm not sure.
Images. Here it is. It's called
I did
Frost
not
something.
gut this house.
Do you see it?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It came with a fully equipped garden that actually grew plants. You could actually, they would grow, and you could like pick them for reagents. It was cool.
Yeah. And you said that was your last house, but this is the house that I'm at is where I usually do my training.
I've got to see it. Not gonna. We're gonna do a quick tour of that one.
Yeah, there's not much here. It's just the arena.
Your training, which the beds were interact. I do too, man. Like the chairs.
Yes.
And he says you ought to do the Northern Elsewhere storyline. That's what you were talking about a minute ago. We've read that one. Just get the armor house guest does the same job of the armory. So the reason I've done it the way I've done it is because I want to use the armory kind of like as the section for the bathroom slash changing room per se. Oh yeah, I remember when this one come out. This one come out around the same time that the this area come out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like Kvatch, this came out, and then I think the first house was the Thieves Den house, or the murder house or whatever it's called. I can't remember. Where the 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 people with the blade of woe, the assassins.
The Dark
what,
Brotherhood.
Dark Brother, that's the one.
Yeah.
Can you get into the arena itself, or did you block it off yourself?
You can. You can. It's at the entrance. You can walk in. And then the funny thing I like to do.
Holy crap! I couldn't jump out of there. My feet. I think it's cool how realistic they made it that your feet actually get hung on stuff. I think that's a cool detail that the ESO added in. Timberwolf thought that was a funny one.
Like a squid. Yes. But this is why I like this house.
What?
It forces you to move.
Oh yes. So it actually resembles the actual gameplay. Yeah. What's the Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna test DPS here. Maybe I'll feel this a little more. What is it like? Waves? Can you control how they activate, or?
Yeah.
So
Up
like you
at
can
the
activate
top
the
here where
fans.
I'm at. Yeah, up at the top there's 3 levers. You can interact with them and put on each trap.
Okay. You want to do me a favor? And throughout this, you want to randomize that?
Yeah.
Could be all, could be 1, could be 2, could be few, could be 3. You know what I mean. That's up to you. You don't have to do that, but if you could, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I thought I found a sweet spot. Not me.
Yeah, I just feel like this is more realistic to what you're actually doing.
Yeah, it is. You know what else would add an effect to this as well? Activate buffs to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I have some that I can put there.
16.9k, but I beat the dog shit out of that super fast.
I don't actually, not anymore.
So like on this, so like I move around when I usually when I test my DPS, especially where I'm a PvP player, because in a lot of situations people will be like DPS standstill for the most part, especially if you've got a good healer. But where I play PvP a lot, I tend to move around while I'm doing my DPS test to try to keep that in there. And so what I'll do in like when I'm doing overland content or PvE content, I'll just shorten my movements out. You know what I mean? And so at the guild hall for barely lethal, I've hit moving around in very large movements. I've hit almost 50k with their buff. Of course, that was a short burst and it wasn't the entire. I think my highest DPS is like 42k.
Not bad.
But that's buffed and fully buffed on
Yeah.
my bar as well.
I used to have the buffs, but I think I got rid of them. But that's okay.
Yeah, it
They'll
is.
come back eventually. Yeah.
I think it's cool that they added the fact that you can buff the test dummies, or have the test dummies, you know, throw buffs out.
Yeah.
How you doing, Rogue? Welcome into the stream. We're just doing a couple of house tours, and then we're gonna get into some content. Just doing a quick DPS test because my DPS is lacking. Yeah, I like this. I like your, I like the way you like this house 4 DPS testing. This is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and then once you're done, you can go back in here and you can get your alt up again.
Nice. No, so actually I'm at my location rotation, Timber. I've just got my desk pointed a different direction this time. Trying to get a better connection, better DBM rate.
There's not much here, but I did put like all of the trophies that I did for every dungeon, so in trial, so they're all like
On the
sectioned
pillars.
off. Yeah.
I see. And like, do you have a spot for all of them, whether you've done it or not? Did I count it out or?
No, I tried to do them in order. I can't remember where my starting point is, but I did try to like do them in order, and then on the sides here I have like the trials
On the inner, like on the
buffs and
outer
stuff.
side
Yeah.
where the stairs,
Yeah,
on
like
the
where the
rails.
alcoves are. Yeah.
Hey, you put some work into this one too, though. Made a little
Yeah,
house out
it's not
here.
much.
Did you make this house or
Yeah.
was it already there?
No, this one came with a house. I was trying to put an arena out above the lava
Yeah.
and do a little interactable thing there to where people could fight on like squares out here, and I would remove them one by one.
You know they
Because
have
I'm
a
an ass.
dueling ring.
They do.
And I feel like you could probably set that up to where you could make it move up and down.
That would be cool.
Like where
Yeah, I just
where you
wanted to
could
do
remove it where like
something.
so you know how have you ever seen the dueling mat?
Yeah, I had it.
So you could use the lights. You could be like in your editor mode or whatever, and then hit the lights.
Yeah.
And when all 3 lights are on at the same time, it's about to disappear. When they shut
Oh,
off, it
that's
is
cool.
disappearing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a countdown. Like here's what's gonna happen. Here's your countdown. Pay attention.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Just
It
kind
would
of
be
since you said
cool.
you wanted to make it like a dueling area out there with disappearing things, that mat would be pretty
Yeah.
cool to use because it comes in
Because I
4
feel like
sections.
fighting over lava, yeah, would be more
Absolutely,
scary.
absolutely. It would make you not only
signal
just have
not
to focus
detected.
on specifically just the fight, you have to focus on other things as well, which would kind of
Yeah.
resemble, you know, being in a PvP scenario where there could be something else that sneaks
My
out on you.
primary
Do you have the crafting stations in here or no?
I don't have crafting stations in here now.
Alright,
This is just for trials
I get
and
it.
fighting stuff.
Just kind of
Yeah.
training, getting better, working on rotations, things like that.
Yeah.
Do you know how
I
to
haven't.
list a house as a guild house?
No, I do not.
I've not figured that out yet. Yeah, I can't remember how to do that.
Would it be under your collectibles, maybe?
Um, collections, housing, actions. Hold on, I just traveled to another house. What's up, broski? So store collections, housing. Let's do
Oh,
staples,
there
actions.
there is no guild house option. Like you don't have to like you don't set it up. Usually what people do apparently is just set up your primary house as your guild house.
So what I don't understand is like so for me there is a if I go to guilds, even
Mm-hmm.
if I use the keyboard UI or the controller, and like I'm at the barely lethal, I can hit E to visit guild hall.
Oh. Um
I'm sure that it's got to be a
oh,
code somewhere, like uh, a scripted code that you would use. So like when you do the message of the day, let me go to the FOA. If you're looking at the stream, I can show
yeah.
you when I edit the message of the day. I can add
Oh,
these
you
codes in
can link it.
to change
Yeah.
the color of the text. I'm sure that there's something else there that I can add that makes that happen.
You can do this from the house information panel while in a home's browse/inspection mode. You can share links to any of your homes via chat or the guild message of the day by going to your collections and selecting a house, and then you will see the option link invite in chat.
Okay, that makes sense. So just kind of add that
Yeah.
link in description. So copy and paste it out.
Yes,
That makes sense.
that's what I'm reading.
But I wonder how they put it in the visit guild hall.
I don't know, cause everything that I'm looking on Google, it's saying that there's no like official way to add a guild hall. I'd
I've
ask people
always
in
thought
Barely
that too.
Lethal how they did that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I just didn't know if somebody else knew because I always
Nope,
forget to ask them.
yeah.
What was you about to say?
Unfortunately, I have no idea.
That's pretty cool that they did it. They're not the only guild I've seen like that either.
Yeah.
I shall ask. I am breaking down. So you feel like doing some content? No, I didn't mean to break that down. I wanted to sell it. Anyway, sorry about that. Do you feel like doing some content?
I was in the bathroom. Sure. Well, what do you want to do?
It don't matter to me. I wonder what. I kind of want to see what PvP looks like, but I feel like there's 5 guild members inside of Vengeance and 2 friends.
Right now?
That's what it looks like. It could just be the home campaign list.
Yeah.
However, it looks like we're catching up to Red on the leader on the scoreboard.
Well, that's good. I think they got scared after I prevented them from healing.
That's possible. We still have one of our home keeps, one scroll. Red has 2 scrolls. Daggerfall has 3 scrolls. How do I have tier 3 rewards when I'm number 1 in Aldemary? Does the tier go from 1, 2 to 3, or does it go 3, 2, 1?
I have no idea.
Huh. I did accidentally abandon the campaign and come back.
true. Either way, I'm gonna have to get off of this girl, and if we're gonna do some PvP,
Well, I mean, what would you prefer to do?
I don't really know. Like I usually just end up, if I'm not doing anything, AFKing or working on houses.
So you don't have anything you haven't done that you would rather do than PvP? I don't. I'll be honest. PvP is cool with me, but it's dealer's choice today, and I feel like you might be the dealer.
I don't know. Like there's a dungeon I'd like I would like to do the Black Gem Foundry dungeon eventually because I haven't done it before, but I feel like it's a little too late for people to get on.
Hmm. Well, if you would like, we could queue up for that and then go into Vengeance until it queues.
Yeah, sure.
If they'll let
I
us
have
do
to get
that,
off this girl, though. Yeah, I'm sure that they will. I don't see why not.
would you want to do that on vet or on normal?
It does not matter to me actually. Just as long as I do it, you know.
Okay, sounds like a plan. It's a deal.
Yeah.
See, I'm not for sure it's going to work, but I think it will. I'm not. So supposedly they fixed something in Imperial Sewers where people were using the other campaigns to get out of situations.
Oh.
However, you can still switch from non-CP to CP and back and forth, and so that way you don't lose tail bar. So if you're in a
That's
situation where you're
weird.
about to die, you can bolt out as good as you can, queue up for it, and then accept it as soon as it pops. And as long as you make it out before you die, you won't lose tail bar. A lot of people are
Ah.
running from situations like that. They'll like go out picking fights, gather up tail bar, and then whenever they're about to die, they'll just accept the pop. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cheap way to get out of a situation.
It is. It's kind of scummy.
Yeah. You know what I think's cool they did in ESO? You can actually get married and get buffs for playing with the person you're married to.
Yeah.
I think they added that here.
Oops. Did not mean to do that. Oh well.
You can lead the group. Fearless leader one.
I will give you crown.
Oh wow. Just don't want to run groups, do you?
No, no, I don't.
I give y'all crowns out of jokes, but in all seriousness, it's mostly a joke. I was just gonna try to make an excuse to make it sound good.
Let's see. Current group. There
You
you
can
go.
lead group though.
Nah, I'm just a little guy. I just
All right.
wanted to see this house.
Where the one where I'm at?
Yeah.
You don't have to accept that right away. I just queued it up as a group.
Yeah.
Please. Hold on one second, yeah. Sure. Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you. Sorry, somebody was walking by. They gave me a bottle of water.
No worries.
What time is it? 12:53. So we spent almost 2 hours. Well, actually, just an hour on housing.
Ugh, this map is disgusting.
Is it bad? I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So you said Black Rose Foundry?
Yeah.
Or Black Gem, I mean. Q. It let us queue it.
Oh, hey, She-Wolf is on.
Is she?
Yeah.
I mean, I would invite her to group, but it would be hard to do that. And if she's cool with going
Yeah.
into a dungeon,
I've just noticed her. This map is so terrible.
so Timber, have you, or not Timber, but Thorn, have you ever gotten uh, Emperor?
I have. I did once.
So next month we are doing a I've never been Emperor run.
Yeah.
Timberwolf is first in line, and then followed by other people in the guild. I'm hoping to. What I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to like start early, first like the first day of the campaign. Get
Mm-hmm.
take Timber straight into the delve, get the buff. Let him get the first hour of the buff, so he'll stay on top. And then the next person will take it'll be him and Timber on the second hour, and then
Mm-hmm.
Timber the next person, and also the third person, and he's supposed to be in line. That way they'll have a comfortable lead ahead from each other. And
Yeah.
then once Emperor's gained, Timber would drop campaign, right? And then we would
Yeah.
pretty much leave for an hour or so, let the Emperor rotate, or allow Emperor to rotate, and then spend like the next month or two getting as many people as we can in the guild, or whoever wants to go for it, the emperorship.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is one of the reasons why we need to be, or why I want to get as good as I can get, so that way I can get them as much CP as they need to keep them on the leaderboard. Because we do have others that play that aren't necessarily with us.
Yeah.
Started doing something called. All right, I'm going to invite Lone Wolf and see if she. Let me make sure she is. Black Jim is CTLC. Do you know what
Yeah.
DLC that is?
I have no idea. I know it's one of the newer ones, though. Has to be. Oh, baby boy. Whoa. You're so smart. You're so smart and talented. Yes.
Okay, so she Lone Wolfie has. Do you care if she goes with us?
I don't care.
Said she's not the best DPS.
We have 2 DPS, so that's the thing. I'd have to switch to a heal or a tank.
Hold on one second.
No worries.
Welcome to the Discord channel. Your voice is on live stream and it can be heard.
Just accepting your invite.
Okay. I didn't remember if I'd sent it. I remember sending it to you, but I didn't know if you had gotten it.
I just logged in. First thing I done was check for it and accepted it.
Nice. Glad you found it. Glad you found it.
I'm not gonna trample on y'all, so y'all go ahead and play.
Well, no, we're in PvP right now. You want to do a vet dungeon with us?
No, I'm not even signed into the game, but
Ah, well, you're more than welcome to hang out and talk unless you're just tired and want to go.
Yeah.
I am tired and I'm actually checking out a few things before I take a nap.
I understand.
No worries.
How did I remember you said you had an appointment to get your medicine. How did that go?
No, that's what I did today. We finally the rain finally stopped for a little while, so me and my daughter got dressed, took off, went and picked up my meds and everything, and come back home.
Well, I'm glad you managed to get that taken care of, man. I know you hadn't been on home for a couple days. I remember the power went out, and then you got on. I think after that, it just started raining
I
again.
I haven't. Yeah, we've been we've had nonstop rain here for what 16 days.
Oh wow, that's
So
insane. That's a lot of rain.
today finally lit up. But even while we were out picking up my meds, we got an emergency alert over the phone system that the heavy rainfalls were coming back in. So
You said to say that last part again.
I said, even while we were out picking up my meds, we got an alert that heavy rainfall was coming in. So
Yeah,
we had to hurry up and get back home before it sets in again.
yeah, definitely got to do
But
that before it rains heavy, man. Because when y'all get rain, it rains hard, don't it?
yeah. Well, we're in monsoon season, so typhoon season, monsoon season.
Yeah.
We'll go through the alphabet at least once, and then start again before it's done.
Like, what do you mean that like the names of storms?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
They name the typhoons just like the hurricanes in the U.S. So
Yeah, they
they start
Go ahead.
they start with A every year, and then they run through the alphabet. Like I said, we'll go through the alphabet one full time, and then we'll start again before it's all over.
Oh wow. See, I used to have the wrong impression. I always thought that the female names were like or not tornadoes, but tropical storms, and the male names were hurricanes. No, they rotate that.
Over here, it's pretty much. I think it's mostly female names,
Yeah,
unless they can't think of one.
yeah. I think over here what they do is they just go through the alphabet no matter how long it takes. I don't think it's a yearly thing. I think it's just they use males, and then when they finish the A to Z, they'll go through the alphabet again with female, and then back and forth.
Yeah, in the U.S. when we were growing up, the male names were for tornadoes on land,
Yeah,
and the female names were hurricanes.
That
You
might
know,
still be the
on
case. That might have been what I thought, or what the thinking that I had.
yeah. But anyways, like I said, I'm not going to stay and everything. I know y'all are doing stuff.
Yeah, it sound,
Just wanted to accept your invite,
I
and
I appreciate you accepting and stopping by. We've missed having you around, pal.
Indeed.
I'll be getting back in there soon. I know for September I've already made arrangements with my whole family that I will be doing nonstop PvP from the first till whenever I get my achievement, and then I'll drop so somebody else can start their achievement.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's actually what me and Thorn was just talking about. We would like to get as many people
Uh,
emperor as we could over the next month or two, or I would, anyways. I'm hoping that other people are on board. I think our dungeon just queued.
when I get back in there, I would like to friend Thorn because I love to visit houses. So if you got as many houses as I do, if you don't mind, I'd love to have you as a friend.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to manually port in. Give me a sec.
Would you do accepted and didn't port you?
I was dead, so.
Oh, this is bad. And I can't
Oh, there
summon.
we go.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I'm glad you got the invite, Timber. I was worried that you might not have got it.
So whose server is this now?
This is the guild server, temporary home. I'm actually working on setting up a server
I take whatever
for the
can't
guild,
creep.
and then
It's a
then we'll
mine.
port everybody over there. But this is kind of like
I
a
thought
place to call our own.
TJS server was going to be the guild server.
No, the Hefe Steppers or the Hefe, yeah, the TJS server, uh, the Hefe Steppers server is for my live stream.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I kind of want to integrate the two together, but I'd like to keep the sense of where we chat at separate, because I do have a like a chat room for all three factions in there. And the reason I did that is
Oh,
because I know some people do faction swapping.
This road to the west will get you to the quarry.
right. Well, what you do is you have a social lobby, and
Yeah,
that's where everybody sits and talks until they need to go to a separate channel.
yeah,
And then you
Can
can do your
always.
separate faction channels, and then you can even do a private channel for your streaming, and people you can actually pull people into it instead of just anybody joining whenever.
yeah,
Let them join your social lobby, and then you can reach up and pull them down into your stream uh, channel as needed.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
like, we can always, like, lock channels too and have it so, like, a specific role can only view it.
Right.
well, see,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. I was gonna do that with the I was gonna integrate the two, like Timber was just saying, and do the exact same
Mhm.
thing that you're saying. But what about those that have multiple factions and have those roles? You know what I mean? So
Well,
like
they'll
for
join the appropriate server when it's time.
yeah, but we're not gonna really be able to too much enforce that specifically unless we catch it in the act. So
Oh,
for
you're talking about when they're stream sniping.
well, not necessarily
Yeah.
stream sniping, but like faction sniping based on so we might be in Aldemary because that's all I play. But some people in the streaming guild or the streaming server might have Aldemary access and EP access because they play them both on PvP. And
Right.
just to avoid any confusion, the guild play will have a separate server that we kind of only invite people in when we're playing. So just kind of give it two
Right.
separate entities.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would like to integrate the two in some way, and like for people in the guild that's in the stream server would have like their own role and access to specific things based on the guild. So there'll be like a
Yes, sir.
mock version of the guild server inside of that server.
Yes.
But for the most part, the comms would remain in the guild unless we're doing some other content.
Yes, sir.
Just till I can figure out a way to enforce that, like maybe connect the game and it determines whether or not you're logged in on that server or on that faction. That'd be pretty cool if you could do that. But yeah, that's definitely a thought. I'll keep it in mind. I'd like to figure out. I'd like to think that the community that I've been built up at the stream seems like a fairly honest community. I've actually had people leave my live streams because they've been in, tell me, hey, I'm on another faction in Vengeance. I don't want to stream snipe, so I'm gonna roll out, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool of them.
It
That's
is.
the way they should do it.
Yeah, I always thought that was something that was pretty cool of them to say that, which give me a large amount of respect for those specific players.
Yeah, I'm primarily Aldemary, but I do have characters. The way I done it is I actually have 17 characters right now.
Oh wow,
And
three short of the max.
I have one male and one female of every race.
Nice.
And they're whatever faction that race is under.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Imperial, which I it ticks me off that the Imperial doesn't have its own
Like faction home.
Yeah, because they're not part of any of them. They're, it's a combination of all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a male and a female of every one of them, and then I have 7 characters that are nothing but furnishing mules.
Okay.
All they do is I log in and I put furnishings on them to hold until I'm ready for them.
It makes sense. A lot of people keep telling me to make mule characters, but I just haven't done it.
Yeah, I had to.
Well, see, when I didn't have ESO Plus, everybody kept saying, just make mule characters, just make mule characters. And I kept saying I would end up losing things. Well, there's an add-on for that. I've got so many add-ons. I would always just make it. It was always just an excuse is basically what it was. It was an excuse for me to not have to make mule characters.
Yeah, well, that add-on keeps screwing up all the time. So, half the time it doesn't know where anything is either. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna skip out. Y'all have fun.
Okie dokie.
I'll watch it and may throw a comment in there ever so often.
Well, I appreciate your viewership as well, and also I hope you had a good time today with your daughter, and hope you have a good night tonight as well. Huh?
Yeah. All I'm doing right now is recovering. I'm hurting.
I bet. I understand. I believe it or not, I understand. So.
You kids have fun, and talk to y'all later.
We love you, Uncle Timberwolf. Later, buddy.
Later, Gator.
Later, buddy. Later, Storm. Y'all be good.
You as well.
We'll try. Love this set. It's so fun.
This what?
My set that brings the spinny guy.
I've not been paying attention. What set is it?
Oh, you'll see him. I forget. I forget the name of it. I know one's Loose and Citadel, but you see the spinny guy? That's from my set.
Hold on, let me see.
He's right here. Can you not see him? You can't see him. Oh my gosh.
I cannot.
You know the thing that we were fighting? The last boss? In, Depths of Malatar?
Ish. I do vaguely remember.
Yeah, he comes out. I can summon one of those, and he does massive AoE damage.
I wonder why I can't see him on your screen. I mean, on my screen.
Oh,
I wonder why.
I have no idea. Well, soul focus. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. This? What that means?
The Atronachs flood the chamber. You'll pay for this.
I do see the little person. No, I don't. Like, I'm looking for you, trying to see if I see. Like, it's crazy because y'all can see my
Why me? What do I do?
my Maw of the Infernal, but I can't see that, which is kind of weird. Where'd you die at?
Stop torturing my Atronachs.
I just let them know that I don't know what to do.
I mean, I don't either. This is my first time. I'm still doing the quest.
Yeah, same.
This one doesn't seem to be like one of the harder DLC ones, though. I've
No,
heard
I
people
just
say
don't
it
know what
is.
he- Yeah, I just don't know what to do when he targets me is all.
It seems like roll dodge or block,
Go to the edge.
but he hasn't targeted me yet. Seems like the edge now. I'd go engulfed in flames. No worries, it's normal.
They're bleeding
I
my
could have
iron
swore I queued up
Atronachs
for
to power
bed.
the forges. This seems like the only way to set them free.
Well, we messed that up.
Well, that's okay.
Look, they made a ramp for us to escape.
You've got
Keep going through the soul bindery. I'll be right behind you.
Well, that's fancy.
I wonder, there's usually a sack in here. Well, I just said there's usually one in here, and I have no clue. I said that shit like I knew what I was talking about.
Okay, I guess we're going this way. There's a lot of prisoners in here.
I have a question. How long have you been playing games?
Like video games?
Yes.
In general?
Yes.
I don't know when Kingdom Hearts came out.
you
But I
you
know that
and your
was my-
Kingdom Hearts people.
Yeah, that was my first video game because, like, I was in high school, but, my mom didn't want me to play video games because she's like, oh, it'll rot your brain.
Yeah.
And then I went over to a friend's house who, by the way, her parents were farmers and they had video games before I did.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's funny. But she actually introduced me to Kingdom Hearts because, like, Kingdom Hearts is about, like, Disney characters and anime, like, mixed together. And I was just like, oh, look, Mom, a Disney game. Can we get it? Can I play it? And so she was like, yeah, okay. And I got the PlayStation 2. That was my first ever game and my first ever console.
Which console was it?
PlayStation 2.
Boo! Did you ever have an Xbox?
I did later. Like, it wasn't mine, but it was my ex's.
Yeah.
You can just ask me to dismiss it. By the way,
Oh, I didn't know it
it's
was
mine,
yours. I thought it was. I didn't know whose it was. I honestly thought it was theirs.
No, it's mine. I haven't been here before, so I want to like decon all the stuff I get so it adds to my sticker book.
I get it. As you go. We'll leave it out then.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, you're all good. I'll summon it. I just didn't remember to desummon it. I normally do.
I actually used it a minute ago, but a second ago I was trying to interact with something, and it
Oh yeah.
where you play on controller, so you know what I'm saying. When I tried to interact
Yeah,
with what
yeah,
I was interacting with,
to break it.
it kind of it tripped me out. I was like, no. It was like 2 times back to back. I thought I missed it. I'm stuck out of there. Y'all fighting alone.
Right now.
Refracted soul, prove your worth.
Well, these look like
I'm doing
zombies,
40k DPS. What'd you say?
I see the ghost is like that. This might be something we might want to like deal with.
Seems
There you
like it should be. I remember watching somebody do this on Vet on stream.
And now,
I think it was it might have been Okui.
That was amazing. I think
Well, we did it.
Yeah, that was a short
not short.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Short.
I think that was still skill style.
Can't believe she's really gone. Time for me to get to work.
And here's the quest giver.
Even if I hadn't, you've done enough. People may never know the terrible
And
things
a
we
skill
stopped
point
from
for
entering
completing
Earth,
it.
but you're killing high. Go on, my Atronach friends and I want to. Seems like it. Thank goodness for that.
Let me preview this. Oh, that's a weird guy. It's like a black soul gem Atronach.
Oh, what? Excuse me.
The monster trophy you got from it.
Black Soul Gem Atronach.
Yeah, it's like a nice Atronach, but it's made out of black soul gems out of instead of like ice.
Okay. Madonna trophies. Go to collection. Preview. Oh yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight, actually.
I like him. He's neat.
He is. So, but there's that. Appearance. How do you get these polymorphs? They're for achievements, aren't they?
Some are achievements, others are from Crown Store.
All the ones I'm
Oh.
seeing are all done by unlocked by completing the Litany of Blood achievement. This polymorph will also arrive currently equipped personality. The clockwork one is Asylum Sanctorium in veteran mode. In the hardest configuration of veteran mode, the skeleton, the one that everybody be roaming around with, this
Yeah.
guise causes the user to take the appearance of a living skeleton acquired by completing the Bargain's Inn quest. So I'm assuming the ones they list are the ones that you collect from like in game, and then the other ones are not listed until you purchase them, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, yeah, like the ones from the Crown Store definitely aren't listed until you purchase them.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm gonna get you too. No, I don't want to purchase you. I want to preview you. That's a nice little ram. I like him. Not gonna buy him though.
I must have all the ones that I've got equipped or no access to them. Actions. Because it don't let you preview a lot of them.
No.
Want to go back to PvP? Or you want to do something else? Got about 30 to 45 minutes left. One speaker sent you a gift. Why would you do that?
Just cause. Cause I can. Cause I got the crowns for him.
I think I spelt that word wrong, but it is what it is. I know I spelt it wrong now that I looked at it after I sent it.
It's all good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. But no, I might actually call it because my head's starting to hurt a little.
Head's starting to hurt, you said?
Yeah, I've been staring at a screen for too long.
2.5 days straight, minus 6 hours a night for sleep if we're lucky.
Yeah,
I understand.
could take a bath. Yeah.
Well, if you're calling it, I hope you have a great rest of your morning.
Yeah.
And
I
enjoy
mean, this
your
is
bath.
early for me, so.
Yeah, it's way early still. I've still got about 30 minutes, and I probably won't actually be asleep until, God, probably 3:30, and then
I mean,
back up to 6,
same.
fall asleep again until 10:30, freak out because I overslept because I've been working my tail off, getting up so early, and it's been like that for about 2 weeks now. I've been oversleeping a little longer than normal, and then
Yeah.
freaking out like, holy crap, I was just up at 6. Why didn't I leave then?
Yeah, I feel you. Like, I've been having trouble winding down lately,
Mm-hmm.
like to go to sleep. So usually what I do is my brain has trained itself to be like, oh yeah, I'll get sleepy when I'm nice and warm in the bath, but when I'm nice and warm in the bath, it takes me like 30 minutes to get tired.
Yeah, yeah. That's big truth. It's crazy because a warm bath, even though it does help you wind down, it takes like 30 minutes for your body to cool down enough to wind.
Yep.
And then cold showers wake you up instantly, but they will actually put you to sleep. It's insane. Like a cold shower will wake you up, but the moment you sit back down, you will fall asleep. I don't know what it is. Just like heat makes you tired because it exhausts you, but it'll actually wake you up. It's actually cool air, comfortableness will actually put you to sleep faster than the heat will.
Yeah, like I have a portable AC unit in my room because for the longest time my apartment, like we had like a boiler and all that stuff. So our thing was oh, hold on.
I didn't mean
let
to
me
cue that
get
up, sorry.
You're all good. But for the longest time my I couldn't like actually go to sleep properly because I need cool air.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who can just like, go to sleep wherever. I need to be cold or else I'm gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's crazy. It's like the heat when it puts you to sleep. It's just not a comfortable. It's very, very unrestful rest.
Yeah. It is weird, like especially because like I can get tired from like the nice warm bath, but then I immediately can't sleep unless I'm cold.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I
it
sleep
is.
better with cooler blowing in my face, but being the situation that I'm actually in right now, it's become
Yeah.
a lot more difficult to even sleep like that per se.
Yeah, I feel ya. Oops. I need to get this ring off of me.
This ring.
Yeah, I've got a normal PvP build that I just have on for when I enter PvP,
Yeah.
just in case I want to do something else, but it's like an Oaken Soul build.
Okay.
So I just have to remember to take off my ring every time before I go into Cyrodiil.
So you're a one bar build.
Yeah, I found a 1 bar build, and I'm not sure how it like actually performs. Like I did Imperial City with that build.
Yeah. Well, so the one bar builds are actually pretty productive because the Oaken Soul itself gives you a lot of the a lot. It's a source for a lot of what you would miss out on 2 bars.
Yeah.
So it kind of replaces the need for some skills. However, I do think it lacks in some areas too.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just prefer the difficulty of bar rotation, even though I suck at it.
I get you. Like for me, I just wanted a PvP build with a bow because I really like using bow.
Yeah.
And plus, I get a bonus because I'm a wood elf. But I don't know. Like the one that I saw was for a 1 bar build, and so I was just like, okay, I'll do that because I already have the mythic for it. So
Like I said, the one bar builds are pretty strong. They
yeah.
they they make up for a lot of what's like a lot of skills you would normally need. They make up for it quite a bit, but they also do have some lacking as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they're definitely worth doing. What skills do you use on your one bar?
Mostly poison. I just logged out, so give me a sec to log back in
You ain't
and
got to
check.
log back in to do that. We can talk about it later. I know you're
Okay.
trying to go get a shower in.
Yeah. So don't be as stinky as my cat.
Smelly, smelly, smelly.
He's so
Welcome to the
stinky.
Discord channel. Your voice is on live stream. It can be heard.
How's it going?
It's going well. What's up, buddy?
I was just playing some, what was it, Imperial City and some Battlegrounds. It was actually better. It was more fun than I expected it to be.
Battlegrounds is great.
Because I think the reason why is because I finished my Sork build.
Did you?
So I was actually taking it out for a test drive.
Very cool. I actually jumped into regular Grey Host just now
Oh, nice.
for a minute because it seems to be kind of dead. Plus, I've
A
only got about
conflicted
30
dev.
minutes, so I don't want to really jump into Vengeance real hard,
Yeah.
knowing that I got to get off soon.
Was it pretty much dead today in Vengeance?
Well, actually, so I've introduced something to the stream called Monster Monday, or I haven't decided the full name yet, but I was saying Monster Madness Monday, but I'm still tossing it up. But it's Monster something, and it's gonna be Monday. And so I kind of just did like Overland Vet content today,
Oh, cool.
trying to make Mondays my Overland PvE veteran content stuff.
Yeah, I
But-
gotcha.
Hold that thought 1 second. Thorn, I guess you're trying to go to sleep. I didn't want to
Yeah.
cut you off. Anything I can do for you before you go? You need some gold since you're such a nice face.
I have got more gold than you would ever see. It's fine.
You sure? I let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. I appreciate your help.
Is
Yeah,
it
no,
from selling PvP gear and stuff?
it's from selling crowns actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I'm good. I got my kicks in. I got to scare the other factions into thinking that I was cheating today. It was good.
How'd you guys do that?
Zen made a new Nightblade thing for the ball group, and
Okay.
it includes a skill in the soldier tree that prevents people from healing.
Oh
Like
yeah,
makes their
I've seen
abilities toggle.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I used that today, and people thought we were cheating.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that in anything but vengeance if there's no abilities that silence
No.
at least like that.
It was really fun. I was just debuffing them constantly, and they couldn't move.
Is it a cheap ultimate?
No, it is very expensive. It's like 4,000 magicka.
Yeah, I don't think it's even an
Oh,
ultimate. It's in the
an
soldier
ability?
tree
Oh
though.
wow.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
soldier tree.
yeah, it's an
Yeah.
ability. It's not a ultimate.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't even know about it, it must be pretty well hidden.
It's just
I used to play
super
soldier a lot.
expensive.
But
Yeah, it's expensive to do.
Yeah, I started off on soldier and was working with that, and
Yeah.
it seems to be more of a Magicka-based build, but it just doesn't have the penetration that you would need to use in Magicka. But that right there would negate everything that they were talking about with meta for like the healing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's just a bomb ass skill.
It really was, and since I'm a Nightblade, I just cast Cripple on them too. So they literally just couldn't even move at the end of it. I was just constantly debuffing them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to figure out like getting rid of entropy and adding that right there would probably completely negate what they was talking about, which would be what theory crafting is all about. How do you negate the meta without using meta against meta? And those in path, I happen to be the one to find it now. I feel like I was lazy and looking.
you're talking about countering like the double
The
heals.
heals, yeah. Because I mean, it literally, and it lasts forever if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it just makes it to where they can't cast any abilities.
No,
Let
it
me
makes it
see
to
what
where
this
their healing is negated by like 12k.
Oh, the heal absorption. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
and it makes your healing abilities like cost more to cast
And
while
roll
it's
dodge.
active. And roll dodge.
Is it battle trauma?
That's be
It's
the one.
under it's battle trauma.
What is the cost on that?
I feel like in a ball group that could be good, but if you're just like kind of out doing like a 1 or a 2vx or whatever, then it's just having to keep that up and recasting it over and over would just be too much.
Yeah, like it definitely works in the ball group. I don't think I could kill anybody one-on-one.
If it costs magic, it'd be good for a stam character,
Yeah.
considering how rounded off the stam and magic is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed
Okie dokie,
and
Smokey.
get my bath. Yeah.
Rest well, have a good bath, and have a good rest. See you tomorrow's.
You too when you guys get there.
Okie dokie.
Later, Gators.
Later. After a while, crocodile. So what'd you end up throwing together with your normal build?
Well, I was on a Sork and I was using for sets. It was Oak Fathers and then Serpents to Stain. And the only thing I don't have yet, I guess, is the monster set that I want to use. But I was
What
just
monster
using,
set are you thinking?
the one I want to use is Marsalok because that's what everyone's using. But
Right.
the other one was the one I was using was Bloodspawn, which the extra armor and faster ult regen was kind of nice. So I don't know. It's a PvP build, you know. It
Yeah.
works. But I wasn't using any mythics or anything. And I don't have the Fathertron staff that a lot of people use.
Right.
But I was still able to throw hands though.
It's pretty good though.
I'm
I've
just trying to figure out a combo because everything's so different. I don't really know. Like, you know, you got to get that rotation down on
Yeah,
a
that's
build. It
that's
just
for
takes a
sure.
while.
And one thing I found it hard to do when you're moving builds around is how do I manage the skills? Even though you know you got to put like-minded skills in the same spot, like your heals on the same button,
Oh yeah.
stuff like that. It's still somewhat hard to manage that, even with the Switch,
Mhm.
because the animations are different. It feels different.
Yeah, I usually try to have it to where like the skills are set in order from left to right. So my executes like at the very end, and
Yeah.
buffs are at the very beginning on the back bar. You just kind of go down.
That makes sense. For me, it's somewhat
But my
similar, but like on a controller, so I do it X, Y, B,
yeah,
left bumper, right bumper, but it's still
that makes
somewhat
sense.
different. So like my spammables will be B. So like on one build, my front bar might have a heal, my back bar might not. But if a
Oh.
heal is considered a spammable heal, right?
Mhm.
Then it would be on the same button as my spammable attack on a different bar.
I noticed a lot of people on PC have their spammable as 1.
Yeah.
But like hitting that with your pinky over and over just is so weird. So I have it as 3.
You need a what you call it mouse, an MMO mouse with all the buttons on the mouse
Oh
itself.
yeah. I
That
probably
makes it
could
so
get
much
used to
easier.
that, but
You
I
could
don't
probably
know.
get used to it real easy if you've ever played on console on any game.
Just so used to finessing it with my left hand.
Yeah, see, that's the part where it's hard for me. Where I played console my whole life, all the skills are specifically on. You know what I'm saying? On
Yeah,
the right
yeah.
hand. Switching it over to the same hand that I move my character with then becomes extremely difficult.
Mhm. So what sets are you running on your sword?
So I'm right now on this specific sword. I'm running Tideborn and Order's Wrath
Nice.
with Maul the Infernal Helmet, of course. The only reason I'm running this like it is because I've not farmed Boras for my bomber, which is the monster set, I believe. Can't remember exactly where to get it from. But the monster set specifically is what most farmers use. But then after I get it to where I want it in the sense of the output, then I'll start changing sets around for more theory crafted sets. Because I'm not going for like the meta bomber, because of course Max Work is far from meta bomber. But I
I
love
put
the set.
photos in your Discord, by the way. You guys are all like sitting around the campfire.
Yeah.
Is that like just there, or is that like an emote or something?
What, all the setting around?
Yeah.
Like where the camp and the fire and everything?
Or like how does the fire get there?
So I think there was a fire there, or maybe the campfire is an emote. I can't remember exactly, because I come in
Yeah,
kind
that's
of late on that.
probably what it is.
And then somebody started playing the instrument. Then I've come in and played the flute.
Oh,
Almost
yeah.
blinded in real good. I could not get my bar to
Well,
switch. I was in the middle
it
of
was
cast trying to switch my bar.
it was definitely interesting today, though. I will say, like just fighting all these crazy good players on. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they're good, or if it's just their broken DK builds that I had to go up against.
As much as I hate to say it, as much as I completely dislike DKs and their builds, as much as I hate to say it, if they're running it and they're doing fairly good with it, it's definitely not the broken build. It's their skill is good enough to run the meta. They're just lacking in the sense that everybody runs it.
There definitely were some good players, but the thing that was pissing me off a little bit is that they would all be in like a group of 5, and then they would be using like dark convergence, and then they all just use
spawned
their
in.
leap ultimate at the same time. Or every time I would go in and try to fight somebody, then they would all eventually just turn and attack me, and so there's no counterplay. And then I was just getting into fights where it'd be like 5 minutes of just pure being on defense till
Yeah.
I inevitably run out of resources and die. And at least on Vengeance, because the time to kill is a little bit higher, you have some more room for counterplay. But if you're running for your life in Greyhost, like you kind of gotta just get out of there, you know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about getting out of there.
Because there's just so much damage.
So if they're running a group,
And I'm tanky as heck too. I got like 33k HP, 34k resistances. Like I got everything, and it was still just
let me look at my character sheet because I'm not sure what my resistances are. My resistances are kind of low, but I think I'm almost capped on something. So my spell damage is 41 or 4.1k, which is low, but my critical is 25.6, like the percentage. And then my penetration is 8.1, but my resistance is 16.494 unbuffed.
There's also crit resistance too. I think I'm running in pen on most of my gear.
So my crit resistance is kind of low.
Supposed to do. Plus the champion points.
Yeah,
They're all like all defensive.
I need to check my champion points real quick. I'm glad you mentioned that. Redistribute.
Yeah, I went to the armory station and just kind of reset everything and just made a slot for PvP.
Hi. See, I don't think I need that, but I do think I need Thermitage, done with damage over... No, not the OTs. Master at Arms, direct damage. Direct damage attacks. How would you classify that, man? Because I feel like Force Pulse is a direct damage because it's doing damage directly to a single target.
Yeah, I think it's just pretty much anything that's not a dot. Like the beam is direct damage.
Even though it
light
hits
attack,
multiple people?
I'm pretty sure is direct damage, and then any like ability that has like an initial hit.
Yeah.
But then if it's like a hit and then there's a dot afterwards, the dot is not going to be direct damage.
Yeah. So the initial hit itself is the direct damage.
Yeah.
And then single target
status
would
effects
be just,
are not.
Yeah, status effect wouldn't be direct damage. That'd be like DOT, or some of those wouldn't even be DOTs. That'd be status effect damage. Well, I think status effect is a chance to apply. The damage done would be damage over time.
Mm-hmm.
If there's damage on the status effect, and if there's no damage, if it just adds a debuff or something. I have to look into that more. I'm still kind of learning all the like all the slots. Like all the information and what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting finesse definitely should be maxed out.
It was actually interesting because when we were in Blackreach, the friend I was playing with, we were on EP, and we were. I was learning all like the people that were on the enemy teams who were kind of like Vengeance. You know how it is, where it's like, oh, yep, I see him in here all the time, or I see this group running all the time. Like apparently, there's some guilds that are, like in there, and there's reputations, and it's like, oh, this guy's cringe, and this guy's toxic, and watch out for him. So that was kind of funny today. It was like a breath of fresh air to just to be fighting new people, you know.
Yeah, I do get that.
Instead of everyone in Vengeance.
Always the same person kind of situation.
Yeah, because people were saying like, oh, this guy's so toxic and he's really good, don't go fight him. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm going. I don't care.
Like, I want to fight him. He's new.
Like, you can kill me. You can kill me. It's fine. I need to get good, so.
That part.
I kind of like friendly rivalries. So. And when
Kinda
people
like
are really toxic, I kind of like friendly rivalries And then when
Yeah,
people are just really toxic, it's kind of fun to and easy to bait them.
yeah,
But you
it
just gotta be
is,
careful because some people are crazy.
and they're good. Rage bait somebody? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, or just like have some friendly, not friendly, but just how I guess healthy trash talk. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get what you're saying.
Because they'll just be crapping on everybody, and then if you go and kill them, you feel extra good about it.
That part, no matter how good they are, if they're crapping on the way people play or how good other people are, you feel so much better about killing them because they think they're good, so therefore it feels like they might be pretty good.
I think that's what I told why I told myself I wanted to get good because I want to beat all the toxic players, and then myself not be toxic, and it's
Yeah,
like the ultimate, the ultimate revenge.
that part.
I really only trash talk baggers or if somebody whispers me first.
I'm the same way, but for me it kind of depends on how they whisper.
Yeah,
If they whisper with respect, like GG's, or if I feel like they might be
yeah,
just
yeah.
joking around,
That's
I'll
not.
trash talk
Yeah,
about it
right.
back a little bit. But a lot of people, when they whisper, they're literally just being toxic.
Yeah, right.
Like she said earlier, they accused her and Zinpai of cheating.
Oh yeah, right.
But that
You know
ability
what's
is beast mode.
kind of funny about it though is sometimes people just gotta like vent, I guess, because when I was first in Vengeance, I was on a Nightblade, and my first hate whisper was like it was like a big blow up. We were going back and forth for a decent amount of times, and then I'm pretty sure, like nowadays, like a little bit of time passed, and I
Hmm.
think I'm friends with them now. I forget who the guy's name was, when
Yeah,
back when I like was been trash talking him, but I think I think I know who it is, and I think I'm actually cool with him now. So it's kind of
that's
funny how
always
stuff like
good.
that works.
That's always a positive thing. Yeah, me and I don't want to mention the person's name, but me and that person don't particularly see eye to eye.
Mhm.
But it's not that. So the person, I will say that the person did try to help me, and I appreciate that. But what I
Yeah.
don't like is when you go about it in the sense that they went about it. They were like, "Well, that's just wrong. I can't help you if you don't want to listen." And
Yeah.
at that
Well,
point, I was like, "Bro, I didn't even ask you."
yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And so, one time that we got into a group, it was just us two. We went into a keep or into it was Nickel Outpost. We went into the outpost and I ran straight up the steps to get the guards off of us because it's just two of us. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
In Vengeance, those guards are strong. You might be better than me and you might be able to take out all those guards, but I'm gonna die. And if you use that D ring, there's no opposition and only guards. You can get rid of all the guards and slowly work them down. They left the
Mhm.
group and then told me that was why they left the group because they took out all the guards. Okay, that's fair.
Uh,
That's fair. But you could have said something to me like, you know, help me take out these guards, and I could have explained. They told me that they felt like it was a waste of time what I was doing. It may be,
yeah.
but my characters may be a little squishy than yours, and I'm trying to figure out things kind of on my own, like what works, what don't, because I learn better that way. And
Mhm.
I've actually ended up blocking them, and then I was like, they play on this faction, I should unblock them because they do communicate in
Yeah,
zone, and it helps. So I unblocked them, and I just never spoke to them again.
I gotcha.
I haven't seen that person after that much though.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the things I was uh, trying to figure out about with Vengeance because I sometimes I don't want to say anything to somebody, even if they're hate whispering me, because I'm like, I know I'm going to see them later, and then I play on all the alliances, and so
Right.
I'm going to
It's
be
like I don't
like,
want to feed into the
and
bullshit because I might
it's
be there.
actually it's actually happened where I wasn't getting into it with somebody, and then the next day I was in a group with them, and we were fighting the other team, and so I'm like, well, this is kind of awkward, but we're just gonna go with it.
Yeah. Uh, One thing I think that Vengeance has that Seared I haven't really seen in Seared in Greyhost because I haven't really done a lot in Greyhost is the factions don't really argue too much among themselves inside the faction, anyways.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that seems to happen a lot in Vengeance for some reason,
But so
especially on AD.
for me, it didn't seem to happen other than when Grey Host people came over. For the most part, we
Oh
usually
yeah.
all got along with each other very well.
Oh yeah, there was that one person that you always got into it with during that time when the sets were active.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah.
there's just
They,
apparently they have a reputation.
yeah, that's
Let's just
so
say
that's
that.
what I come up with. They said they just ignore them because they do zone call outs. I ended up actually blocking that person. I know you're talking about. I ended up blocking
Yeah.
that person because they specifically just kept trashing the way I did things. But ironically, being that that was Vengeance, what they were doing wasn't working. You know, Vengeance plays a little different.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think it's good to have two people kind of running
I do
groups
too, because you can do
instead of
two
just one
separate sides
person
and get
calling all the
together.
shots. Yeah, because
Exactly.
it splits up like the big Zerg,
Yep.
and there's actually counterplay.
And with that, also on the other side of that, it gives maybe somebody that's been doing it that would like a break but feels like they might not be able to take a break.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because I like leading groups, but sometimes I just want to duel and not even like worry about anything.
yeah, like somebody complimented me yesterday, and Zenpai actually told me this, and I don't want to go too far into detail, but she was like, AD, if it wasn't for you, AD would have no zone general in Vengeance. And
Yeah.
so, like, when you're not there, AD's kind of everywhere. There's small groups. Uh, but when you're there, you're actually really the reason why AD has spots on the scoreboard. And it made me kind of feel good about because I might say that stuff a lot, but I don't feel that way. And it really made me
Yeah.
feel good that even though I'm sucking, I die a lot. My efforts count.
Yeah. Well, you play like more than anybody. You're number one on the leaderboard score wise. So.
Yeah, but again, like somebody else pointed out, that's just has to do with time.
Yeah. Well, you're in kind of a unique position with everything that,
Yeah,
as far as what I know, is going on in your life. So.
yeah, it is somewhat unique. Uh, Mind you, there's other people in this same situation, but it's not. I do have, I guess you would say, more time to put into it, and it's kind of where I've designated my stream toward.
Yeah.
Plus, on doing some research, I would love to be part of the ESO stream team. And from the little bit of research I found, they say that if you signify something that you're really pushing toward in ESO, that's usually how you get like people that do everything, all the content all the time, don't really get into
Mhm.
it as well as per se someone that really focuses. Like PvP players will get in, some PvE players will get in, but someone that plays more all of it at the same time evenly in comparison to somebody that plays multiple different places, or
Mhm.
somebody that focuses like so like for example, Okui, he's a PvP player. He does some PvE content, but he's a PvP player. Epic Butt Kicker, mostly in PvP. He does some PvE from what I understand, but it's mostly in PvP on ESO. Not sure if
Yeah.
they're part of the stream team, but just saying that's the gist of
If you
some of the more successful streamers. They're specifically designated in areas. They do other
have
content
you
as well, but
have you met or talked to any other content creators
um,
for
I
ESO,
so
or
like
like even just met them in game or anything?
So when that event was going on, I was on the same squad as Anime Boop or Boop Anime or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
actually I've started watching his videos a while back. He's pretty funny.
And then Okui, I ran into him. He sent me a message because I tried to go into a door to get away that I, for some reason, knew better. I knew better than to go into that door. But it was over there next to. Hold on, I'll tell you the name of the keep. I think it was Oliswell. You know, the like the little village between Oliswell
Oh
and
yeah.
the lumber mill,
Mm.
or whatever it is. There's like a little village kind of thing right there on the corner.
Yeah.
I tried to go into one of those doors, or it looked like I was, which in all actuality, I really was. I got confused for a second, thought I was at the keep, and tried to walk in the door like it was a side door. And
Gotcha.
he messaged me and said, I knocked on the, he started knocking on the door and messaged me and said, is that the skooma dealer? Thought that was pretty funny. Uh, but that and then uh, Epic Butt Kicker, I've ran into him a couple times. He's actually raided my channel a few times.
That's cool.
Pretty cool cat. Avid Necro, I've met them, talked to
Oh
them a
yeah,
few.
so I've seen
Uh,
his vids.
yeah, I like Necro. Necro and Epic Butt Kicker both are pretty cool people. Uh, and then recently, a streamer named Nova, I'd like to give a shout out to them. They've been on their up and come up. Rated their channel, and then I rated another person. I can't remember his name, but he did some like Maelstrom Arena walkthroughs for speedruns and explained the mechanics.
Oh, that's cool.
But you know, it also depends on your viewers. For me, like when I rate somebody, it depends on my viewers' taste. Like some of my viewers will message me back and say whether or not they enjoyed the previous raid, uh, because I'd like to get feedback so I can kind of know where to lean toward for those.
I gotcha. Yeah,
But
because
yeah, I've met a
that's one
couple
thing
people.
it's a good thing to do is it's not just like from a business point of view, but in general, just like being a part of the community. And
Yeah,
because
yes.
I started recognizing names from people I've talked to just randomly, and like I'll be watching a video and I'll see their little handle,
Hmm.
like, and I'm like, oh, I know who that is. What the heck?
Yeah,
They're in a
I've been
video, and
around
I
them or
probably
I've
don't even
played
know
with them.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how many videos I'm in
Right.
that I just will never watch or never know about.
Hell, Fantasy Fueled sounds like a streamer name, bro. You should do it if you're not already.
Well, I had a YouTube channel way back. This is when like Fallout 76 first got released, and I was
Yeah.
gonna try to make videos on that just because I was trying my hand at it and I knew how to do video production.
Hmm.
But the problem was that the game itself was just so buggy, and every video I made was just kind of like making fun of it, or it was like a negative connotation to it. So
Right.
I just I just got burnt out on it, and I just quit.
It's
But
like finding the flaws almost.
yeah. But yeah, my name is in here is actually Fantasy Fueled Gaming, but I just don't really like, I guess, associate myself as that anymore.
You should get back into it with ESO, man. Make builds. You seem like you have a
Well,
pretty good knowledge of builds, so
that's kind of what I was gonna do in Vengeance, because I was figuring out some stuff that not a lot of people knew about, and I was playing reasonably well, and so I thought, and then like you said, I saw the disparity of how in AAD there wasn't a lot of people calling the shots, and so I was going to try to help out some of the new people that were playing as well, because there were people that were there that weren't even just new to PvP, but they were new to ESO completely.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I made a little guild with about 15 of them, and then I just kind of lost traction once I saw how low pop Vengeance was. And I started thinking, man, I'm gonna be making all these builds and all this content, and for like 20 people to watch, if that.
Yeah, but have you ever thought that the people that, because a lot of people were trying it the first month,
Yeah, that's true.
and then people left because that, I'm assuming, I feel like it was mostly because maybe they couldn't figure out how.
Hmm.
I need
Well,
aid.
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, because
Heal me.
Vengeance is like in the top 5 list of the things in ESO that get the most hate.
It
Like,
is.
even among things like DK spam and all that, like people just hate Vengeance with a capital H. And I was trying to figure out why, and I think really what it comes down to is people spend all this time on their builds, and when you go into Vengeance, it's like you just get all that ripped away from you.
Yep.
And so for someone like me, who didn't even have a PvP build, I was like, oh yeah, great, I can actually just get in here and do this and play it, learn the mechanics. And there wasn't as much of a skill gap, or in this case, you can call it like a build gap. But if you've been playing this game for like 15 years, or 10 years, or 5 years even, then yeah, I could see how you might be mad. Like you spend all this time theory crafting a build, and then there's a game mode that just doesn't even have anything to do with it, then yeah.
Now,
But
I see
the
what
thing
you,
is,
I see that too, but on the devil's advocate of that, those are the same people that have that complaint that were complaining about it about PvP and
Well,
how
that's what I'm
laggy it
saying.
was.
I agree because every gripe that I've heard almost gets answered in Vengeance
It
because you can
does.
play other
Every single one
classes.
of them.
It's not as
It's just
laggy,
another
and
complaint. They find another complaint is what it is.
but I think you're never gonna reach certain people just because of that one point that I said. Like they are addicted not to PvP but to their build, and that's why there's so much complaining whenever the patches change and the meta changes, and people are like, oh my god, because they pretty much just got their prized little possession taken away from them.
Yeah. And there's a lot of
But
people that aren't going to be good at the game unless they play meta.
yeah, that's true. Um, and that's why I was wanting to show with even the videos I was gonna make was that I was gonna have like creative out of the box ways to play.
Yeah.
Like with like groups, you can have like a somebody who because do you remember when like that Unleashed Fury thing was just kind of like crazy and everybody
Yeah,
was
it
running
made no
it?
sense.
I was coming up with ways to counter that just by making like a Templar that would just use the knockback ability
Yeah.
to prevent all the people from running in and just spamming that. You could
Mhm.
just like you throw a couple of them back,
Yep.
and then there would only be one of them that's pretty much in your group,
Yeah, and they're
and you
pretty
could just
squishy.
focus that one guy.
Yep. And yeah, that even though they were running Vanguard, because I started understanding how that skill works, believe it or not, that skill
Mhm.
works really, really well. The reason they were running on Vanguard is because the skill's based on your max armor.
Yeah, and
And
you can only
go ahead.
use it if you're on Vanguard
Right,
because it's
exactly, exactly.
but
But
just a little
if
that,
you,
that was just an example though. I mean,
yeah,
like there's all kinds of
we'll see. That's the key to it is understanding how it works. Is also is then becomes understanding how to negate it. So the way to negate it is debuff the armor. There is a few armor
yeah.
debuff skills in there too. So like to add what you were saying, you could essentially debuff somebody or two or three of them, knock two or three of them
Mhm.
back, leave the last one that's there that you haven't knocked back to be one of the debuff people, and then just hit them
Yeah,
with another couple of debuffs, buff yourself up, and smack them down.
yeah,
Uh, if that skill that they're talking about is a magica skill, you have so many heavy hitting attacks in the stamina department that are fairly cheap.
yeah.
It seems like
Well,
Vengeance isn't really built for Magica.
kind of going back to what we were saying with that is people like get addicted to their build, and then another
This
thing I
one has
noticed is
legs.
that nobody ever wants to try something else. Like
Yes.
for me, especially in Vengeance, I was trying it, especially when I was really getting into it. I was trying out like every single class, and um, trying to make every single class work in some kind of way. And because I just like the variety of that, of trying to play different things, I guess. But I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there that have just been playing flat DK for like the last 3 months and they've been fine. So more power to them, I guess. But that's not how I like
It's,
to
mm-mm,
have the game mode be.
I agree. And me personally refuses to use the DK because it's been babied since the game's release.
Well, I have heard that it was not the best for a while,
For a
and I
little
know
while it
Night.
wasn't, but that's what I can remember. That was at the very, very beginning, and that's only because people didn't truly understand its power. I don't think.
But they're also saying that Nightblade was on top for a long time, and really my stance is just like, why can't you have all the classes be playable? But that's a whole discussion.
Well, so what I think they do is I think they rotate it so that because there's always going to be something that works the best with a class that's better than everything else. No matter what you do, there's always going to be that one set of armor that really busts
Mhm.
these class skills and their class passives that automatically happen. You know what I mean? Like there's some things that each race does that you're not going to see a passive on, or a class has some
Yeah.
things that's automatically there that's not needed. You
Well,
don't need to level up their passives to get that. It's just there. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And so
Well,
then
what I
there's
was kind of
go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say what I was kind of getting at with the whole there was a whole discussion is that there's kind of been I don't know, I guess proof, or I forget what it was exactly, but basically like the devs don't even understand their own game.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and what I thought it probably could be is that, you know, a lot of them are making content for PvE. And
Mm-hmm.
the way that I kind of see Greyhost Cyrodiil is it's almost just like a melting pot of randomness. Like they dev the game for PvE first, and then it's like, you know, then you get something like Shadow Path Signet, and it's just like this wacky, wild, abused thing. And it's like, well, how did that even happen? Well, it makes complete sense because they didn't even like think about it. It was just like this meta thing for PvP, but they probably didn't really intend for that to be the case.
Yeah.
But it's just Cyrodiil is just this melting pot of, you know, whatever, like anything goes. And so you
Yep.
kind of have wild, broken, almost borderline exploited builds that really shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. I agree with that. Uh, so that's something that they've been trying to address, at least what was in the dev stream. One of the first dev stream I watched when I started streaming, one of the things that they're trying to address is exploited multiplicatives that were not meant to be. So like
Oh yeah.
an example, I'm not sure of none of the sets that do this, but I know they exist. So like if a set is giving you a bonus and then another set gives that bonus, and they're both stacking on each other, right? That's that,
Mhm.
and let's say that stack was not intended to be there. They're working on
Yeah.
taking away those multiplicative stacks that were not intended. However, there are some
Yeah.
sets that were intended to stack on other sets that they're not going to get rid of. You
I
see
think
what I'm saying?
Tideborn actually like that. There was like some kind of multiplier that was abused, but they patched that I think a little bit ago.
With, with Tideborn.
Yeah, something that like got like, it was like double dipping or something,
Oh yeah, that
and it
was the
wasn't
werewolf
supposed to.
build. Werewolf.
Well, actually, no. This was a PVE thing. It wasn't really a PvP problem. It
Oh
was just that Tideborn was like doing something. It was applying where it shouldn't have been, basically. I
yeah,
forget what it was
yeah.
exactly.
I see what you're saying. Werewolves the same
Yeah.
issue. A lot of these unkillable werewolves. So what they're actually doing is, and I don't know the exact like way to do it because I don't play werewolf, and nor do I try to look for these exploits. Once I find out their exploits, I don't rock it. But what they're
Mhm.
doing is they're putting on their armor from their DK build per se, right? They'll stack their armor and then they'll go werewolf mode and then change their armor, and then it gives them the bonuses from the first set of armors or the first sets of armor and the next set. So that's a multiplicative that shouldn't be there because the first
Oh,
set is technically not
yeah.
there, but because you're morphed, that
Hmm.
old body is still registering that it has that set on. And then as a
Gotcha.
new body, the werewolf is like a controlled, non-playable character that takes over your playable character. So it's not like
Yeah.
your actual character is morphing in essence, anyways. It's more like
Be
your
careful.
character is being
You're on stream
replaced.
right now. Someone's gonna go do it.
Right, and but I
That's
mean
cool.
that's something they're fixing. That's actually in
Oh yeah,
one of the
I know.
patch notes that they were working on.
Just
Uh,
making a joke, but
yeah, you're right. Somebody's going to go try it, and I hope they don't. But that's
well,
what's
I was
happening.
fighting. I was jumping into some werewolves earlier, and they're actually a little bit squishier than I thought.
They are,
But
they are.
it was probably just the person I was fighting too, like, you know.
Well,
But
werewolf is a little squishier than they seem. But
the
with
thing
that
that yeah,
multiplicative set, you can run something like Tabborn Oak Fathers, and
well, the thing that
for
was really
example,
getting me was it was the DKs.
yeah,
Like there's just something about them, like they're just unkillable.
they're super unkillable.
Like it's not even just like whipped. Oh, it just does so much damage. It's like they have everything.
They have it
And
all,
then
bro.
I got hit with a two-handed ult, and I think I died to vicious death. And I was like, oh god,
Yeah, Vicious Death is insane. That set's crazy.
just gonna accept that and move on.
Got no choice but to accept that. Vicious Death is insane.
Yeah,
So
we were in Imperial City earlier too. And it was somewhat decent at least. I'm
yeah,
having a better relationship to normal or just standard world PvP.
yeah, Like I said,
keep playing.
the reason why I started going into Vengeance when it was released, I liked it better at first because I actually stood a chance. My CPU was low. I didn't have the health. Blah 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 blah. But then when Vengeance became a standard campaign, I went in because I could actually play PvP. Whereas with Grey Host, if there's a big queue because of all the lags or because of all the
Yeah,
mathematical equations, I'm not able to run it. My
right. And
ping skyrockets, things like that.
I was actually in Black Reach today, so
Was you?
uh, but then Imperial City was lagging a lot. I noticed that. Like one of the fights I was in, it was just insane.
Was there a lot
I
of
think
people
we
there?
both. No, it was just that it was lagging. Like I would just the screen would pretty much freeze for 2 seconds, and then everything would just go off all at once.
Right, exactly. And that's because your
But
GPU is stuttering.
it's
Is what's
it's
happening.
only it was only in Imperial City though. Like Black Reach was fine.
Yeah, Black Reach is so Imperial City, was you in the CP version or the non-CP?
Yeah, it was the CP version.
That's what Black Reach is, no CP, right?
No, it actually is,
Hmm.
but I think we only had 2 bars on EP for like an hour, and so
In
it
Black
was
Reach.
still pretty much, it was pretty low pop. Yeah.
Yeah. But in Imperial City it was maxed.
No, that's why I think Imperial City is something about it is just poorly optimized because I've heard people complain in zone chat whenever I go in there, and they're always talking about this dang lag, and so there's just something about it. I don't know. Like it's not even your fault if you're lagging. It's just the way
Yeah.
that the zone is.
Hmm. I think it's because they quit paying attention to it because a lot of people quit playing it.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it was really good when it first started.
there's a lot of like clutter in the environment, and there's a lot of ads that are running around too.
Yeah, it's
So
a
if
lot
you're fighting,
more
like
stuff going
another
on.
player, yeah, if you're fighting another player on a flag with 20 ads in the middle of it, then
Yeah, there is a very shit ton more going on. I mean, it's a lot more that goes on in there because it's such close quarters.
yeah,
I'm guessing that's why, because not only do you have the mathematical equation from you in your fight, but then you've got whatever's happening from the NPCs, maybe.
yeah. Honestly, I don't know. It's probably like even in the overworld, or overland, there's some zones that are just better optimized than others, right? Like if I go to Auradon or Grotwood or Bardenfell, my chances of lagging and crashing go up exponentially.
Yeah,
But then
I think
for some
that's got
reason,
a lot to do with how many people's in there.
yeah, well, even like Daggerfall, there's a lot of people there, but I never have problems there for some reason.
Yeah.
It's just,
I wonder why.
yeah, I don't know.
Are you in Daggerfall a lot?
Actually, there's another one I'm remembering. It's Reaper's March. Whenever I've gone in there for like quests and stuff,
Yeah.
I only have like 20 minutes to half an hour before I crash. But and no other zone ever does that to me. But it's just Reaper's March for some reason.
That's
In the northern part of the map specifically.
huh.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just me.
Yeah. I'm curious about that. I wonder what's causing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right now, I've actually got on my bomber build. I'm trying to work on it a little bit.
Are you in not Vengeance?
Yeah, I'm in Grey Host right now.
Okay.
Increases the damage dealt to other nearby enemies. Reduces the cost and restores magicka if the target dies after this ability.
What did you
Dealt
say you were in?
damage.
Sorry,
Do what?
You said you were in Black Reach?
No, I'm in Grey Host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have but about 15 or 20 minutes left before I really should log 15 minutes ago, but
I've been trying to figure out what I want to do because I got friends on AD and EP,
yeah.
and for Grey Host, I'm on AD for this month, but next month I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Why is my Dark Convergence not? I think I forgot to put my weapons on. I think I forgot to equip the weapons and the jewelry. See, I've got friends in all factions, but everybody that I know that might play PvP knows that in PvP we're not friends.
Right.
You either switch sides or
That,
we
that,
ain't friends
that's
in here.
that's that healthy rivalry thing I was
Yeah,
talking about.
exactly. My big thing is I've just always been AD since
I,
the release.
yeah, I usually am in Vengeance, but like in Grey Host, because I just don't play it a whole lot. I'm still like kind of deciding, I guess. Um, but then the other problem in Vengeance, whenever I do swap, is just because it'll usually be because it's just such a low population
Yeah,
that I gotta play the other faction
yeah,
to
because I
even
want to fight
find
people too. I get that. I get that. I guess I got maybe brand loyalty,
Yeah.
or maybe
Well, I think
creature of habit.
I like the aesthetic of AD because it just seems like there's more. It's more like a blank slate. Like EP has the reputation, whether it's true or not, of just being the Zergers, and DC has the reputation of being the toxic people who don't shower, and then
Right.
AD has the reputation of being like the furries or the people who are just kind of.
I need healing.
So AD, at least what I can remember, AD used to have the elitist reputation. Like we're best, we don't want to help nobody get better.
Okay.
At least that I can remember.
Yeah, that might be the case in Grey Host, or maybe in the past, but I haven't really run into that a whole. Well, I have probably like that. I mean, like that. You know, I'm talking about that person that was trying to take control of the zone, and
Yeah. But and
the
that's something I'd love to be able to change
it
is
was
that narrative.
the finger pointing is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like if something goes wrong, they're like, "Oh, you idiots! Why didn't you follow my exact advice?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're just trying to have fun and play the game.
Or why not invite them and explain to them why that's wrong?
Your advice wasn't that good, yeah.
So like with me, when I go into when I go into Grey House, every now and then I'll go in, or I was going into Grey House to kind of run in zone. Every now and then, there for a
Okay.
little bit, I would go in and see nobody running it once in a blue moon, or I see what they're doing and it's not working, and I would be like, "What you're doing is not working, really." And then let me take the car wheel.
Yeah. Sometimes I've just noticed this, really on any alliance. As soon as like we lose, then people just start trying to analyze it and freaking out and oh, why didn't you do this? And hey guys, we got to do this. And it's like, did you guys not see that we were outnumbered 5-1? You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
we're not gonna win. Like, I don't know what you thought. I just showed up to the fight just to have fun.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I came to lose specifically.
Right? Yeah.
See, like what I've noticed in Grey Host is there's these kills, these builds that are unkillable. They do no damage. They're literally
Yeah.
there just to
That
distract you.
too. I ran into that a couple times when I first joined PvP, like a
Yeah,
little bit before Vengeance launched, and
yeah,
there'd be some guy running up on DK, and he'd have his buddy there shielding him, who was just on 60k HP, and I was just like, all right, I guess I'm leaving this fight because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing I
You're
can
not
do.
gonna kill them, but they don't do no damage, so they're not gonna kill you.
Man, to me, like that just has like the ultimate anti-aura. I mean, like wow, you need 10 healers on you to keep you alive. That's what that
You ain't
feels
ran
like to
into
me.
the unkillable solos.
Well, no, I have seen those too. Like the just the ones who stand on a resource or something,
Yeah, like
and
that's
you
it's just a
have your whole Zerg. Yeah,
Nobody
The
can
whole
damage him. It takes like 20 people to move his health bar, and it takes 15 minutes to kill him.
Yeah, and that's what I mean with the point of Cyrodiil kind of being like a melting pot, where it's
Hmm.
just we got mechanics of the game, and if you could find a way to make something broken and ridiculous, more power to you.
But see, I
So
think
that's
that's where
why,
where their attempt to balance was. You can make an unkillable build, but you're not gonna hurt anybody either. You won't die, but you ain't
yeah.
killing none. I feel like
Well,
that was
actually, I
their
was gonna
attempt
say
in balance.
that with launching Vengeance, if the community was more open-minded to it, and maybe instead of saying we don't want this, get out of here, they should just be like, okay, right, because we see that you're at least giving some attention to PvP, and you're obviously not just ignoring it, waiting for us to get bored and fall off the face of the earth. Like, you actually are trying to intentionally dev a PvP mode that's balanced. Like, you know, but obviously the sentiment's not there because all people see is, oh, you're just gonna remove Grey Host and I can't play my build.
Yeah,
But I mean, like we really like, what is it? Old school RuneScape has it to where the devs almost will not do anything unless the community comes together and votes on it.
like
At least,
unanimously almost.
at least for the most part. There's been
Yeah,
some stuff, but anyways,
that's not a bad
if
idea though. Like,
yeah,
well, so they
well,
used
like
to have like a
if
community team. I can't remember what they called it, but they would like bring them people in, and they would be like the voice of the community.
yeah,
Like
but I feel like the what is it, the forums and whatnot with between the devs and the community is just, it's like war.
yeah, it is.
And I understand people's frustration, but at least with the point I was making about like Vengeance, if they saw it like as an attempt from the devs to make something that's more intentional, then we could have had a better conversation. Because like we could be like, hey, yeah, give us sets, and give us monster sets and mythics, or maybe even the ability to do this or that or whatever.
Right.
But instead, it's just like this thing where it has to be devved in secret, and we need to take away all the other campaigns so that we could force everybody to play this other one because, you know,
I think what's
I
going to
don't know.
happen is they're going to add in as much as they can while adding in as little as they can. Uh, but I think Vengeance is what is going to replace Grey Host because of everybody's complaints.
Yeah. And then there's the new mode that's being released as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that.
I It's supposed to be something in Skyrim, I think.
I'm actually looking up right now a mag sort bomber build to see what skills might be used. That makes no sense. High performance meta setup shoot. I don't want to use meta. So front bar is
So,
using Hurricane,
I gotta
Draco.
ask,
Yes, sir.
because I kind of feel the same way. Like, I wanted to make a DK for a character idea I had, and then I just haven't done it. And I think part of the reason why is because it's just so abused in you know, it's like if you're on it, there's just something about like, oh, he's on DK, okay.
Yeah.
So I maybe have a little bit of a hipster tendency towards that, but is that kind of where you come from too? Like, you just don't want to play like if it's the meta and the most popular thing, you're like, oh no, I gotta come up with something more crafty than that.
Well, it's not. It's more along the lines of, for me, it's like if everybody's playing it, how can I beat everybody? How can I be the odd man? And how
So
can
you
I
just
be
you
the
just wanna
person that makes the new meta?
you wanna like outsmart it
Yeah,
and create something, like something new.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you can get hit with a 20k whip, I don't know if that's possible.
Well, so have you heard about the nurse the DK's getting?
Yeah, yeah, I have heard about that, and I'm happy about it. But that's how, like, the only way to counter DK is to wait for the next patch.
Yeah, I got a buddy that makes a build. Like when me and him duel, neither one of us
Yeah,
can take each other's health down, but he said he was standing toe to toe with DKs fairly easily. Uh,
Yeah.
but in
I
a
mean,
sense, he might not. I don't know how well he was beating them, but he's a really good player. He's got a very good understanding of the game, and like when we duel, we do pretty good against each other.
mhm.
But his build's a little better than mine because mine revolves around potions and like resource management, but with potions because I run out fairly quick. Whereas he don't even really have to pop potions, and I'm not sure how he's doing it. He don't want to reveal it until after the update.
No, gotcha. Apparently, Sork's getting a little bit of a buff even, so we'll see if
So
Sork
have
is the
you
new
looked at it?
DK. Yeah, I know what it is. It's
It's
more penetration because
yeah,
we're losing minor prophecy.
yeah, yes.
So
But on
that's pretty
top of
insane.
that, so on top of that, most orcs use the shooting star.
Oh
Morph.
yeah,
Okay, so have you seen what they about to do to the ice comet? Morph.
yeah. I was gonna say they're tweaking that too.
They are really about to do some shit.
So we gotta prepare for that. That's gonna be the new the new leap ultimate is shooting star. It's gonna stun everybody into the next burst thing.
Yep.
At least with the what is it, the leap, you can predict kind of when it's coming, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't like it. You can't block it, right? Like it's going to knock you back, or
Yeah.
can
Oh
you
yeah.
block it or dodge it?
Yeah.
I feel like I should know that, but I just like I know in Vengeance you can block it.
You talking about the leap itself?
Yeah,
You
because it
can
knocks you
block it, but
back.
it still does. Yeah, in PvP, it knocks you back. I think you can block the knockback if you hold and block.
I wonder if you block it might make the damage less, but yeah, you're probably still going to get knocked back. I think is what it is. And then I don't know if you could
Maybe.
dodge it either.
I don't. I see. I'm not sure either. I think you can
I
roll
need to
dodge it.
test. I need to test that out. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I felt like I was blocking it earlier, but I might have just had CC immunity.
How much do you know about the Sork itself?
You mean like just how it kind of all functions together? Or...
Yeah. Like, well, the skills in general.
Well, the build I was going for was at least in Greyhouse again. Like I was trying to really play that. Is that there's like you know how you have like your set in stone skills, and then you have like your flex slots.
Yeah.
The ones that I see a lot of people use are obviously Streak, Hurricane is your armor, Crit Surge, and then when it comes to like the actual combo, I think some people run Haunting Curse, some people don't, and then you've got Bound Armaments, which is you almost have to have that because it gives you Major Prophecy on both bars, but that's kind of a nice part of the combo as well. And then we were actually messing around with the Mage's Wrath because we would be in groups fighting all these DKs, and we would notice that they would kind of tend to let their health get low because they're like, oh, I'm just going to burst heal. But if you load them up with some dots and then you add like a sneaky execute onto them, then it was actually catching a few of them off guard. So we were kind of doing that.
Yeah.
But then for the main thing I'm trying to figure out with mine is the spammable, because I see a lot of people use Blood for Blood in the Vampire skill line.
Mm-hmm.
And I was using that and I liked it. Like when I was dueling some people, it seemed to like be worth the global cooldown, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing I didn't like is that it makes you not be able to be healed for a couple seconds after you use it by other people. So if you're like in a ball group, you might want to run something else. But I know a lot of people used that dual wield rending slashes, and I think you need like some kind of weapons that buffs that specific skill. But people would treated that as spammable as well. But I wanted to try it, but I've heard it's not really that good, or maybe it is. I don't know. So I was just like, I don't want to grind that year out. Just gonna try some other ones and see what works. And then Crystal Weapon was also another one that I think can act as a spammable.
It is. It is. So, well, yes and no. It's a. I consider it like a partial spammable because you have a morph where it procs for free and is instant cast. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
the C frag or whatever
Yeah.
people call it.
Yeah. Crystal frag.
I was using that too, but with my combo I kind of didn't like it because there'd be situations where it's like, do I press C frag because it's ready to go, or do I use bound armaments? Like it was like I have both available, but I don't
You
really
can
need
use the
both.
bound
So
armament and still proc it. There's time.
it was just taking up like extra slots that I could use
Yeah.
for. I was
That-
thinking of using quick cloak as well.
Bro, that's
'Cause
those
I didn't.
crystal frags. Those crystal frags can hit. I've seen people's crystal frags hit 80, 90K single frag.
Maybe in PvE.
No, PvP. Well, not
No,
necessarily PvP, but like yeah, so PvE still, but
I mean it hits hard. I agree.
yeah, so they hit.
But
So in that comparison, that's cut it in half basically. It's gonna hit for 20K on a overlay, which of course penetration mitigation and your
mhm.
armor, your damage shields are also going to take the brunt of that. But that's still a very, even if it's
Yeah,
20K
no,
hits
it
in
is very
PvP,
good.
they're
I did get
huge.
some people with it. It's
Yeah,
just
they
that
hit
bound
hard.
armor, like you need it because it gives you major prophecy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so at that point, if you had to choose,
No, that's
because
true.
like the combo I was kind of using, and I don't even know if this is the way to play it, but I was on the back bar I have Elisa, so I hit that and then get on the front bar. The combo starts. You hit him with let's see, it would be Haunting Curse first, and then maybe like a Blood for Blood or two, and then right when the curse is about to go off, you streak, and then you do like bound armaments to hit him with a bunch of the daggers, and then because by that point you should have at least one charge ready, and then you do the execute after that if you have that.
I'm trying to figure out this bomb, bro. I can't get this
You
rotation
could
down.
figure ultimate in there somewhere too. Probably.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying, and it worked decently well. There were people that were better than me that had a completely completed finished sword that I was still able to go toe to toe with.
yeah. So I used for the longest time, and this doesn't hold much weight, but I used the Outcast Streak Sword.
The what?
It's Outcast. A lot of people talk shit about the guy, but
Oh
there's a guy
yeah.
named Outcast.
Well, yeah, I remember him. He just kind of quit the game a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Though,
but
didn't he?
his team still makes builds.
Oh, okay.
I feel like with the way he describes every single aspect of a build, you know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like he's a really good starting point.
Yeah, that's what I think I did when I first joined the game. I remember I looked up a Nightblade build, copied it, and it was really complicated, and I had no business playing it, but
Yeah,
good times.
yeah, but he gets really big numbers, but you have to literally 100% follow his builds to the
Mhm.
T. And I mean, like his rotation is going to be really, really specific. It's an unforgiving, especially with Swark's an unforgiving class, anyways. You know what I mean? It,
I don't know. I thought it was. I think it's been pretty good. Like for when I played solo, like it had crit surge just carried me through everything.
yeah, oh yeah. But I mean, in the sense of if you mess up your rotation in a
Oh,
battle situation, it's unforgiving. There's really no pickup. You feel what I'm saying? Because a Swark's squishy, bro. Natively or inadvertently squishy. You know what I mean? Swarks are just naturally squishy.
yeah. I think they probably are a little bit more than DKs, or if you're on like a shielder or something. But
Yeah, but
um, now I could just use champion points and everything else to hit 34k resistances and whatnot.
yeah, but I mean, but with that being said, because the Swark's so squishy, if you mess up a rotation, miss a skill, whatever the case may be, or let's say you should be procking your damage shield and it don't get proc, you're hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The other thing I heard about Sorks was that throughout all the crazy crap with the patches and metas shifting around, the